Okay.
Shut it.
How's it going there, folks? Welcome to what is sure to be another fun at-home table read tonight. We are doing the long-awaited Chapter 2 of It. I'm really excited for this one. You know, the first one was a ton of fun, and, I'm curious to see how this one goes. So let's just jump right into introducing ourselves.
Why, hello there. I'm Travis, and I am Scene Description.
I'm Logan. I'm going to be Bill.
I'm Angie and I'm Beverly.
Nicole and I'm Richie.
Hi, Anne, and I'm going to be Eddie.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'll be Mike.
Hello, I'm George, and I'll be Ben.
I'm Erik. I'll be Henry Bowers and Georgie.
And I'm Chelsea, and I'm Pennywise, the clown.
Oh, it's even creepy in preview. Okay, let's just jump right into this thing. Travis, take us away.
It, Chapter 2, written by Gary Dummer and based on It by Stephen King, transcribed by this floating son of a bitch. He's famous. Interior sewers beneath Derry. Years ago, Beverly floats, mesmerized by the deadlights.
You'll float too! You'll float too! You'll float too!
The deadlights burn away the image. Exterior riverbank dusk. The Losers Club sits in a circle. September 1989.
I see all of us. We were there, back in the cistern, but we're more mature. We are like our parents.
Am I still handsome as an adult?
The boys chuckle.
Grow into your looks.
Fuck does that mean?
Stan smiles and looks at Beverly. What about me? Beverly knows the real answer, but can't bring herself to say it.
No, but taller.
The kids think on this for a moment before Bill picks up a broken bottle.
Swear it. Swear if it isn't dead, if it ever comes back, we'll come back too.
They all look at each other, not too thrilled with the idea of coming back, but they know they must.
Memory. It's a funny thing.
Exterior Derry later.
They want to believe they are what they choose to remember. The good stuff, the moments, the places, the people we all hold on to.
We fly past the town square to the school in an alleyway full of missing child posters.
But sometimes,
We fly into the drain that took Georgie.
we are what we wish we could forget.
The darkness of the drain fades into 27 years later. Exterior Derry carnival night. The games of the carnival light up the night. Kids scream in terror and enjoyment as they whip around on the rides.
Okay, kids, get ready. Go!
A line of players start blasting water into the mouth of a row of clowns, slowly filling the balloons on their heads with water.
Okay, who's it gonna be? First one to pop their balloon's a winner. It could be anyone. We got real barn burner here, folks.
Among the row of kids playing stands Adrian Mello.
Come on, come on, come on.
Getting close. Who's gonna catch the leader, huh? Who's gonna be the big winner tonight?
Adrian's red balloon swells and pops.
Oh, yeah.
The barker rings a bell.
Winner, winner, kitchen dinner.
Thank you.
Dawn, Adrian's boyfriend, walks up behind him.
Wow, you really showed him, huh?
I did.
Adrian looks over at Vicky, the little girl with a large birthmark on her cheek next to him. She looks sad to have lost.
Yeah.
Adrian crouches down to look her in the eye.
Hey, girl, do you want this?
He holds up his new stuffed deer. She nods. He leans in and whispers into her ear.
Thanks for letting me win.
Adrian and Vicky smile and he hands her the stuffed toy. She smiles and runs off.
What'd you get, Vicky?
Ah, such a gentleman.
Look at that.
Oh,
Don reaches into his back pocket.
well, here is your consolation prize.
Don pulls out a hat embolized with I Heart Derry and decorated to look like a beaver.
Look at that. Never been a fan of the Beaver, look at this hat. I mean,
Adrian and Don share a kiss.
thank you.
From the concession tables, a group of bigots look over.
So we need to talk logistics.
Oh, how romantic.
One of the bigots, a very butch woman named Chris, steps out in front of them.
Romantic? What's so fucking romantic, huh?
She knocks the drink of Adrian's hand before spitting on the shoes. Webby, another one of the assholes, looks on from the table.
Hey, you remember ever teach your boys to respond to someone when they ask you a fucking question?
Come on, Adrian.
Don takes Adrian's hand and pulls him away.
You got a problem, Fairy?
Adrian turns back to them.
I don't, but Meg Ryan called. She wants her wig back.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's like the lamest comeback you could have used, Adrian. Lame.
All right. Come on, Adrian.
Don takes Adrian's hand again and they leave the carnival. Exterior Derry Bridge. Moments later, Adrian and Don walk across the bridge, heading for home.
Stuff like that is why I have to leave this shithole town. Small minds.
Small dicks.
I'm serious. We belong elsewhere. Hey, look, if you end up hating New York, we can always move back here.
I just want to be with you. I don't care. New York, Derry, whatever. It's,
You have to say that.
I don't have to say anything.
They move in to kiss again, but are interrupted.
Take off that fucking hat.
Oh, God.
Come on, let's go.
Don tries to steer them away, but they are blocked by the rest of the bigots.
Wouldn't want to give people the impression we allow a bunch of fucking fairies like you in this town?
Yeah. He was born here, asshole.
All right, let's go.
No. You know what? I'll take off the hat for you. Well, why leave it there? Anything else you want me to take off for you tonight?
Adrian smiles before turning to the rest of them.
Any special requests, ladies?
Adrian turns back to Webby, who punches him in the jaw, knocking Adrian to the ground. Don tries to tackle Webby, but is tossed aside and grabbed by Webby's goons.
Let him go.
The goons hold Don down as the bitch picks up the hat and puts it on. Webby looks down at Adrian.
What's that?
Adrian is shaking his inhaler, struggling to breathe.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be needing that.
Webby kicks the inhaler from Adrian's hand.
Leave him alone.
Hit him.
He's got asthma, fucker.
One of the goons punches Don to shut him up. Webby climbs out onto Adrian and begins punching him over and over. One of the goons hits Don in the face. Chris laughs as Adrian wheezes.
Ha! Come on, fuck him up.
Come on, kick him!
Chris kicks Adrian in the ribs.
Adrian.
Don struggles to crawl over to his love, but the goons hold him back. Webby punches Adrian again. Adrian looks up, blood all over his face, and stares at Webby.
Your fucking hair.
Webby punches him again.
Adrian, get the fuck off him.
Chris laughs again.
Look what you did to his fucking face.
Webby turns to his goons.
Hey, help me get him up.
Adrian.
Don groans in pain.
Help me get this fucking punk up right now.
Webby, as one of the goons, picks Adrian up and walk him over to the railing of the bridge.
Give me the hat, Chris.
It's fucking mine.
I said, give me the fucking hat.
Chris takes off the beaver hat and hands it to Webby.
Adrian.
Webby puts that hat onto Adrian, who still wheezes.
You like that? Welcome to Derry, motherfucker.
And with that, Webby tosses Adrian off the bridge onto the water below.
No. Adrian, no.
Webby looks around.
Get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
No.
They all run, leaving Don behind. Don runs over to the railing.
Adrian.
Exterior Derry River. Moments later, Adrian struggles to keep his head above water.
Help. Help me. Somebody.
Over the rushing water, Adrian can barely make out a red-headed figure standing on the riverbank.
Somebody fucking help me.
Adrian drifts towards the figure. As he gets closer, Adrian can see the figure is a clown with a glowing yellow eyes. On the other side of the river, Don rushes down. He looks frantically at the rushing water, struggling to find Adrian. All he sees is the beaver hat. Don looks across the river and sees this clown helping Adrian to his feet.
Adrian.
Pennywise, the dancing clown, looks up at Don. Pennywise smiles and opens his mouth wide before digging his razor-sharp teeth into Adrian's side.
No!
Pennywise bites a chunk out of Adrian's side and wolfs it down. Don struggles to keep an eye on the horror, but his view is obscured by red balloons.
Adrian!
The whole river is covered with a swarm of red balloons. Don hears voices shouting among the balloons.
We all float down here.
When the balloons clear, Pennywise is gone and Adrian is dead.
Thing is, sometimes what we wish was forgotten, what we tried to leave in the past, won't stay there.
Interior Mike's study night. Mike Henlon, 27 years old, lies asleep in his chair as the police radio chirps next to him.
Units, please respond.
Mike wakes up and groggily looks over to the radio.
Getting reports of a body found dismembered.
This gets Mike's attention.
Come back. Was that dismembered?
That's affirmative. Seen at the south entrance of the festival grounds.
Copy that en route. Any directive for TC?
Mike turns the radio up.
That's affirmative. Chief set the tape off the Derry Street Bridge.
Mike looks out the window at the festival.
Sometimes it comes back for you.
Mike grabs his bag and rushes out. Exterior Derry Bridge, minutes later. Mike walks across the bridge. He slips down the embankment, but stops when he finds a popped balloon in the bushes. He picks it up. It reads, "I heart Derry." Mike looks at the bridge support. Scrawled across it over and over again are two simple words, "Come home." Mike recoils in fear. Interior Hollywood trailer days later. Bill Denbrough, hair peppered with gray, sits in his trailer looking at a blank page. Next to him sits his own book, The Attic Room. There's a knock at the door. His glasses fall into his face and Bill starts typing away. A PA opens the door and leans inside.
This is Denbrough. They need you on set.
Exterior Hollywood set. Moments later, Bill steps out of the trailer and follows the PA into an official Warner Brothers soundstage.
We're just going this way.
Interior soundstage. Moments later, Bill ducks under the closing elephant door.
I'm doing it.
Hey, clear the door.
Come on, we never seen Indiana Jones?
Another grip walks behind him, pushing gear.
What's your back?
A security guy tries to stop Bill.
Hey, you a crew member?
The writer.
Bill walks towards a recreated version of an attic. He crosses to an actress covered in gore. Audra, his wife, she's busy in makeup. After a beat,
Your husband's here.
Audra turns to face him.
Hey, do you have the pages?
Everyone, keep clear of the crane.
The director, Peter Ravioli, drops down next to him on a crane seat.
My friend, a film needs an ending. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
You said that you needed another day to finish the pages, and we're shooting this thing. It's tonight.
Well, it's like 17 hours.
Everybody calm down.
I'm calm.
I want you to be happy with the movie. You understand? I'm on your side.
That's great, because in my book, the ending...
It's terrible. All due respect, people loved your book. Loved. They hated the ending.
You said you liked the ending.
It was a lie. You gotta do better, okay?
Yeah.
Audra, you have my notes. Would you?
Peter gestures to Bill and Audra nods.
Okay, thank you very much. Take me back to 1, please.
The chair is lifted out.
Bye.
Bill turns to Audra.
You have his notes?
He's not wrong.
You hate my endings too?
Not all your endings, but this.
Okay.
Just
Bill turns and walks away towards craft service. Audra follows after him.
what? Do you want me to keep lying to you just because I'm your wife?
You're my wife? No. No, but you know what? You've been blowing smoke on my ass for 8 years? I just thought you were someone else.
I have not been blowing smoke up your ass. class.
Everybody wants a happy ending. Everybody wants closure, but that's not the way life works out.
I think what Peter wants and what the studio wants.
Studio? Why did you become a company man? Jesus, you're an artist. Come on, what's wrong with just doing it the way it's written? The way I want it. What's wrong with being the woman I want you to be?
Fuck you, Bill.
On the page. The part, I mean, not you.
Bill's phone rings. Audra walks off. Exterior soundstage. Moments later, Bill steps outside and answers the phone.
Hello?
Bill Denbro? It's Mike.
Mike who?
Interior, Mike studies same. Mike paces around.
Mike Hanlon from Derry.
Exterior soundstage, Bill stops and groans, a sudden pain cutting through his hand. He looks down as if noticing the scar there for the first time.
You need to come home.
Bill breathes heavily. Exterior, New York City morning. Eddie Kaspbrak drives like a wild man through traffic.
Eddie, I keep telling you not to scare me like this, and you never listen to me.
Eddie reaches down and pulls out a bottle of pills.
All right, Myra, please, not now.
You shouldn't be out there.
Interior Eddie's house, same time. Myra, played by the same actress who played Eddie's mother, which isn't weird at all or anything, talks with Eddie on the phone.
Eddie, it's not safe to drive when the roads are slick like this.
Exterior New York City, same.
Sweetheart, it stopped raining like 3 hours ago, all right? Everything's going to be fine.
A taxi honks next to Eddie.
Hey, dickhead! Full of traffic mean anything to you?
What if you hydroplane?
I'm not going to hydroplane. It's my job to assess risk. So please trust me when I tell you that, statistically speaking, I am much more likely to get into an accident because I am talking to you on the phone. All right? I got to go. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Eddie hangs up. Not a half a beat later, the phone rings once again from Myra. Myra.
Eddie Kaspbrak speaking.
You didn't say, okay, bye, I love you, like you usually do.
Listen to me. I can't. I'm going to be late to this.
Eddie's phone rings again. He sees the caller ID registered Derry, Maine.
Meeting.
Say, I love you, Eddie.
Okay. I love you, Mommy.
What?
Myra, bye.
He hangs up and answers the call.
Hello, who's this?
It's me, Mike.
Mike, who?
Eddie runs a stoplight and gets hit by a passing taxi.
Eddie? You okay?
Yeah, pretty good.
Exterior comedy club later. The door to the back bursts open and rushes Richie Tozer, now and now a full-grown Bill Hader, and he pukes all over the side railing. Richie's manager comes running out after him. Dude, what the fuck? You were fine like 5 seconds ago. Who was it? Who called? Huh? Richie breathes heavily. Rich, talk to me. You're on in 2 minutes. You good? The manager hands Richie a handkerchief to wipe his mouth. Because you look not good.
Fine.
You're fine. Okay. Richie heads back inside. And we're walking. Interior comedy club continuous.
60 seconds.
Even faster, all right? Can we get him a bottle of water, maybe?
Bourbon
Bourbon, sure.
and a mint.
They continue towards the stage. It is showtime.
I don't think I could do this.
It's what you do. You kill. You're a killer. The PA slaps a bourbon into Richie's hand.
That was fast.
Richie downs the bourbon. Okay, we're good to go. And Richie is off in the wrong direction, but his manager redirects. Hey, where are we going? Where are we going? No, this way, attaboy, okay? They stand in the wings next to the stage.
All right. How do I look?
Richie is visibly shaken. Your hands are shaking, Rich. Richie hands the manager the empty glass and the Tic Tacs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Richie Tozer!
Richie takes the stage to wild applause. Suddenly completely composed, Richie walks up to the mic.
All right, how we doing tonight?
The applause dies down.
So my girlfriend caught me masturbating to her friend's Facebook's page.
The audience laughs.
So now I'm in Masturbators Anonymous, and I stand up at the first meeting and say, my name is Richie Trashmouth.
Richie is suddenly shaken.
Trash mouth!
Shut up, Richie.
Fucking perv.
Shut up, Richie.
Pussy.
Trashmouth, I forgot the joke.
There's scattered applause.
You stuck.
Richie chuckles awkwardly. Interior, Hanscom and Associates, midday. A man stands in front of a board of directors giving a presentation.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for letting us present to you today.
He gestures to a model of a large high-rise.
Now, this will include over 1 million square feet of commercial and residential space.
Fun fact, this actor played the child version of Ben in the original 1990 miniseries, my favorite.
State-of-the-art office towers.
What I'm really looking for is to understand how we create even more retail opportunities. If we put in walls here and all along here.
Lose them.
Everyone looks up to a window monitor to see a Ben Hanscom fully grown and at least 100 pounds lighter.
With all due respect, Mr. Hanscom.
Ben, please. And with all due respect to you, I'm getting claustrophobic just looking at this model, aren't you? Look, throw up more walls, it's going to feel like a prison. You know what people want to do in prison? Get out, right? This should be a place that brings people together, a meeting ground.
Ben looks down at his wallet. He opens it and glimpses a folded piece of paper.
Clubhouse. And if, while people are there...
Ben's phone rings. The caller ID reads, Derry, Maine.
Excuse me for 1 second.
Ben mutes his Zoom call and answers the phone.
Hello?
Ben, it's Mike Hanlon from Derry.
Interior Stanura's home night. Stanura is working on a large puzzle, sits on the couch.
Should I just book it? You sure couldn't get away from work.
It's summer, why not? Patty, Stan's wife, sits at her computer in the kitchen.
Okay, we are Buenos Aires route.
Patty chuckles as Stan looks for a fallen puzzle piece on the floor. He bends over to pick it up, right as his phone rings. Stan sees the caller ID from under the glass coffee table. He answers. Stanley Uris speaking?
It's Mike.
I'm sorry?
Mike Hanlon from Derry.
Stan blinks, as if subtly remembering. Mike, good, sorry, yes, hi. I don't know why I didn't, how long has it been?
A long time. 27 years.
Stan rises. It's come back, hasn't it? That's why you're calling me.
It's starting again, Stan. Bad things are happening.
Did you call the others? I mean, what if they don't come?
We made a promise, remember? How soon can you get here?
Well, I would need to do a few things. Interior Mike study.
Tomorrow. We don't have much time. I'll text you everything you need. I'll see you soon, Stan the man.
Mike hangs up and checks off Stan's name. Interior Stan's Uris home, bathroom later. Stan climbs in the bathtub, breathing heavily. He just sits in the water for a few moments and remembers. Exterior, riverbank, 27 years ago. Young Bill stares young Stan in the eyes.
You swear.
Young Stan nods. Interior Stan Uris home, bathroom present. Stan looks up. I swear, Bill. Exterior, riverbank, 27 years. Young Bill cuts Stan's hand with a broken bottle, a pact made. Interior Stan Uris home, bathroom present. Stan lays on the edge of the tube, bleeding out from his slashed wrists. His blood drips onto the floor. Interior Beverly Marsh's home night. Beverly lies asleep. She jolts awake. As if she felt Stan's blood dripping onto her face, her phone rings. Interior Beverly Marsh's home moments later. Beverly sits in her closet on the phone.
You made a promise, Beverly.
I'm sorry, Mike. I don't even really remember.
Haven't you ever wondered why you can't seem to remember the things most people should about where they're from, about who they are? Why you have that scar on your hand?
Beverly looks down at her hand as if noticing it for the first time.
No one else remembered either. Eddie, Ben, Stan, Richie, Bill.
Bill?
You have to come back. You all do.
When?
Interior, Beverly Marsh's home. Moments later, Beverly packs a bag. She walks out of the closet with her bag and is startled by Tom, her husband.
Are you okay? What's going on? It's the middle of the night. You're packing?
I didn't want to wake you, honey. I know this week's been really exhausting. I just got a phone call from an old friend from Derry. I have to go back there. It's really hard to explain why.
It's okay.
Tom crosses and sits next to her on the bed.
You don't have to explain yourself to me. Relax. I trust you.
Thank you.
Beverly tries to get up, but Tom won't let her go off her hand.
I just don't understand who you lied to me. I heard you. You said the name Mike.
Yes, my friend. See, there was a group of us back then, and we all had made a promise to each other when we were kids.
You know, trust is everything in a relationship. You know, it's everything to me, right?
I know. This isn't...
What? Like the last time?
I never cheated on you.
Tom suddenly grabs Beverly's hair.
You're a bad fucking liar, Bev. You're not going anywhere, okay? I want you to stay right here, and you're going to show me what it is you're going to do with Mike, okay?
He slams her into the fireplace.
You're hurting me, honey.
He grabs her throat.
No one else is going to love you like me. You know that, right?
Beverly scratches Tom's face and he lets her go.
Sorry.
Tom picks up his belt and turns, swatting Beverly with it. He swings again and again, hitting her back and towards the bed.
Don't make this fucking harder!
Don't!
Tom punches Beverly in the face, knocking her back. Tom tosses his belt to the floor and starts pulling off his shirt. Beverly kicks him in the face. She flounders off to the bed as Tom stands. Tom charges her. Beverly grabs a large framed photo of the two of them from the nightstand and swings it in, connecting with Tom's face. Tom falls to the ground and Beverly grabs her bag and runs out of the room and down the stairs. Tom reaches the top of the stairs and shouts after her.
You're nothing without me! You know that, right? Tell me I'm wrong!
You're wrong. Exterior, Beverly Marsh's home night. It pours rain as Beverly steps into the dark night air. As she makes her way to the steps, she pulls off her wedding ring and leaves it behind. She walks away from the horrors of home in the middle of the street. A taxi honks, not even phasing her. The rain continues to fall and drift down the drain into the sewer. Interior sewer night. The stone walls all drip as the loud roar of rushing water is heard. The tunnel is flooded and we are back in September 1989. Exterior, the barns, 27 years ago day. Water bursts from the tunnel, spitting out several corpses. Children can be heard singing after a moment. Henry Bowers bursts from the water, screaming in fear. Exterior Bowers' house, 27 years ago day. Henry walks down towards his house in a state of shock. The sheriff and EMT are loading bodies onto the coroner's truck. Borton turns and sees Bowers walking up.
Jesus Christ. Boys.
The other officers draw their guns.
Little prick's got balls. I'll give him that. Fair enough. Or far enough, Bowers.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done. I'm not fucking done.
On your knees.
Can't. No!
The officers force Bowers to the ground, slapping cuffs on him.
I gotta kill them all. Fuck! Fucking kill them all!
Cut this sorry sack of shit.
Oh. Borton punches Bowers.
Henry Bowers, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Oscar Bowers. Do you understand, dipshit?
Bowers looks up and smiles.
You have the right to an attorney. You have the right to remain silent.
Bowers' eyes are locked on the floating red balloon. Interior mental hospital present. The red balloon floats outside the window. Bowers, 27 years older and even crazier, sits up in his seat and notices the balloon. He points to himself. Who, me? And laughs. Bauer runs to the window, cackling with the joy. He jumps on the window, overcome. Bowers' excitement is affecting the other inmates, who all start babbling.
Bowers, calm the fuck down.
Bowers is slapping the window. One of the nurses grabs him and drags him away. Interior mental hospital hallways. Moments later, Bowers is dragged back to his room, giggling every door they pass. Bowers can see the red balloon still floating outside following them.
Someone needs a little extra clozapine today, don't they?
The nurse shoves Bowers into his room.
Stay in your fucking room.
The nurse shuts the door behind Bowers. Bowers looks out the window but can't see the balloon. He looks upset, but then he hears a sound from under his bed. Bowers crosses the bed and pulls the sheet aside, seeing the balloon wedged underneath. Bowers tries to pull it out, but the balloon seems to be stuck. Suddenly, the balloon pops, and Bowers sees the remnants of a creature underneath the bed staring at him with glowing white eyes. Bowers screams and falls back. The decayed corpse of Hocksetter scrabbers out from under the bed towards Bowers. Hocksetter stops right in front of Bowers and holds up Bowers' old knife with a grin. Hocksetter hands it to Bowers.
Hockstetter.
Bowers takes the knife.
Oh, my knife?
Exterior Jade of the Orient night. Bill steps out of his car and looks at the large restaurant lit by neon. Interior Jade of the Orient. Moments later, the host leads Bill in a private dining room surrounded by large fish tanks. Bill nearly trips down the steps.
Ooh.
Careful. This way.
So hot.
Bill walks up to the table, catching the attention of Mike.
Hey,
Bill jumps.
Mike, you look good.
Mike runs towards him.
Bill.
Mike gives him a big hug.
Yep. Hey, how you doing?
Bill.
Mike finally lets Bill go.
I didn't know if any of you would. I mean, after all this time.
Yeah.
But of course you came.
You know, an oath is an oath. Losers gotta stick together, right?
The losers. You remember that. That's good. What else do you remember?
I'm allergic to soy.
Mike and Bill turn to see Eddie walking in, listening in his allergies to the host.
Anything that has egg in it, gluten, and if I eat a cashew, I could realistically die.
Eddie looks up and sees Mike and Bill. The host nods and heads off.
Holy shit.
Exterior Jade of the Orient, same night. Beverly walks up to the restaurant. She fixes her hair, nervous to go inside, but not sure why. She stops in front of the door. Ben steps up behind her.
Is there a password or something?
Beverly turns to face Ben, but she can't place him.
I'm sorry.
The new kid.
Ben?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Beverly walks up and throws her arms around Ben in a big hug.
Oh my God, it's been so long.
Ben thinks went back when they met. Exterior Derry School 27 years ago. Beverly signs Ben's yearbook.
Stay cool, Ben from Soch class.
To Beverly.
Exterior Jade of the Orient present. They still hug.
Hang tough, new kid on the block.
Wow.
Beverly and Ben step back and see Richie.
You two look amazing. What the fuck happened to me?
Beverly and Ben look at Richie. The memory's coming back.
What's going on, man?
Hey, man.
It's Richie. Hi.
Yeah, it's Ben.
They hug. Richie turns to Beverly.
Hi.
Hey.
Interior Jade of the Orient. Moments later, a large gong is struck. Bill, Mike, and Eddie turn at the sound. Richie stands holding the mallet.
The meeting of the Losers Club has officially begun.
Look at these guys.
An awkward beat as Eddie and Bill try to remember. Richie points to Ben. Richie then gestures. You know the fat one. Ben turns back and Richie smiles. Interior Jade of the Orient. Minutes later, the losers click shots together, cheering and drinking.
So wait, Eddie, you got married?
Yeah, why is that so fucking funny, dickwad?
What? To like a woman?
Fuck you, bro.
Richie laughs.
Fuck you.
How about you, trash mouth? You married?
There's no way Richie's married.
No, I got married.
Richie, I don't believe it.
When?
Did you not hear this?
No.
You didn't know how I got married.
No.
Yeah, no. Me and your mom are very happy right now.
Bill spits out of his drink as they all laugh.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, very happy.
He totally fell for it.
The host brings Ben another drink.
Thanks.
Fuck you.
She's very sweet. Sometimes she'll put her arm around me and she'll whisper to me. She'll go, blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
They all laugh, but Eddie.
We all get it. My mom has a great, big fat person.
Shh.
Hysterical. Hilarious.
They all laugh harder, and then they laugh. Then they have in years. Into Jade of the Orient later. More drinks are poured.
Yeah, it's a nice watch. Wait, let's talk about the elephant not in the room. Ben, what the fuck, man?
Okay. Obviously, I lost a few pounds.
Yeah, no shit. You lost a few pounds.
You're hot.
That's true.
No, you're like every Brazilian soccer player wrapped up into one person. Gorgeous.
Leave him alone. You're embarrassing him.
Okay, all right, please, come on. Is Stanley coming or what? Someone save me.
Richie looks at the empty seat, only just now remembering Stanley. It takes them a minute, but then they all remember Stan.
Stan.
Uris. Stanley Urine.
Stanley Urine. No, he's a fucking pussy. He's not gonna show.
Why would Stanley save you anyway? Was I not the one who basically performed surgery on you after Bowers cut you up?
Yes.
Holy shit, that's right.
Please tell me you ended up becoming a Dr. Eds.
No, I ended up becoming a risk analyst.
Huh. That sounds really interesting. What does that entail?
Yes, so I work for a big insurance firm, and then
And Richie is snoring loudly. They all slowly laugh. Richie wakes up.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Was this job invented for fun?
That's so not funny.
It is funny.
Eddie looks to Ben, who's laughing along with everyone else.
What are you laughing at?
I propose a toast to the losers.
They all raise their glasses and toast into your Jade of the Orient later. They laugh and cheer into your Jade of the Orient later. Eddie and Richie clasp hands.
Let's take out our shirts off and kiss.
Richie beats Eddie in the arm. The arm wrestle, and everyone cheers. Into your Jade of the Orient later, they eat. Into your Jade of the Orient hours later, the host brings in a tray of fortune cookies along with the bill. Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
They all reach for the cookies.
Like Brogan Marsh. Like have my wife's closet, Brogan Marsh.
Beverly nods.
It's huge.
That's our line. Me and my husband, Tom.
How long you been married?
Hey, we saw your movie, by the way.
Ben can't help but feel a little jealous as they talk.
You did.
Oh my God, it was so good.
My God.
It was so scary.
And the ending sucked?
Beverly chuckles.
Yeah, it did. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Bill and Beverly share a look, and Ben notices.
What?
Nothing. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Just all these memories, people that I don't even remember forgetting.
Beverly nods.
I mean, it's weird, right? Now that we're all here, everything just comes back faster and faster. I mean, all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Mike called, I threw up. Isn't that weird? Like, I got nervous. I got like sick and threw up.
Richie chuckles.
I feel fine now. I feel very relieved to be here with you guys. Why is everybody looking at me like this?
When Mike called me, I crashed my car.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Shit, man, I hear you. I mean, my heart was literally pounding right out of my chest.
Thought it was only me.
It's like pure.
Fear. It's fear, what you felt.
Why do we all feel like that, Mike?
Mike can't say.
You remember something we don't you, Mike?
Something happens to you when you leave this town. The farther away, the hazier it all gets. Me, I never left. So yeah, I remember. I remember all of it.
They all sit for a beat then.
Pennywise.
It's a name they haven't thought about in years.
King clown.
Oh, shit.
Pennywise.
Mike, you said you wanted our help with something. What was that?
There's an echo here in Derry that bounces back every 27 years.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Listen. Listen. We thought we stopped it back then. We thought it was done. But
Mike pulls out a journal.
Mike.
a week ago, a man, Adrian Mellon, slaughtered. A girl, Lisa Albrecht, the other night went missing.
All right.
There have already been others, and there will be more.
I don't want to hear about this shit.
More death, more pain.
Calm down.
No.
Let's just get another drink.
Let him explain. Let him explain. Explain it to us, Mike.
Everyone looks uneasy.
The echo. We might have changed it, just like it changed us. But we didn't stop it, because it just bounced back. We made an oath. That's why I brought you back. That's why you're here. To finish it. For good.
It. That got dark fast. Thanks, Mike.
And he cracks open his fortune cookie.
My fortune cookie just says could.
Bill looks at his fortune.
They don't know how to do fortune cookies here. Mine just says guess.
You want to throw that over here?
Bill clicks the fortunes.
What you got, Mikey?
Mike reads it. Bill sits them in front of. Oh, sorry. Bill sits them in front of it, of him. Guess, could, cut, it.
Wait, what?
This is what I'm talking about.
The fuck? Yes, cut, not, could, it?
It's a message.
No. Guess it could not cut.
Bill starts rearranging the fortunes, trying to find the right order.
Why would I guess it could not cut?
Cut what?
Guess it could not cut. I don't know what that means.
It goes in front, there.
It could not guess?
Couldn't guess.
Could it? No. Could it not cut?
When it says it, is it talking about it?
Yeah, all right.
Is that what it means?
Is it it?
Where does this go?
That's what I'm talking about.
It could.
I don't know.
You fuck with the fortune cookies, Mike?
No,
Whoa, let him speak, man.
this is not me. This is what it does.
Need my fucking inhaler.
Beverly is staring silently at the fortune in her hand.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Why'd you call us? This is not fucking funny.
No, not funny.
Beverly.
Beverly slides her fortune to Bill. Tears roll down her face and she's breathing shakily. Bill looks at it. Stanley. They gasp. Bill slowly realizes and puts the fortunes in the right order. Guess Stanley could not cut it.
Why does it say Stanley? Someone else fucking answer me.
The fortune cookies still in the bowl rattle, and everyone jumps.
Holy shit.
Good.
One of the cookies jumps out of the bowl onto the table. A small leg cracks out of the cookie.
What the fuck is that, man? Oh my god.
The rest of the cookie breaks open, and there sits a little bug with the head of an infant.
Whoa, whoa.
The infant bug wails.
Whoa!
The bug skitters across the table towards Mike. Mike jumps up back to the fish tank.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
More cookies hop out of the bowl.
Shit.
One cookie breaks open, and there's just an eye with tentacles.
Hey, there's a fortune cookie looking at me. Shit.
Another cookie breaks open and reveals a bat wing.
No, I don't want to be here. I can't fucking do this. I want to go home. I don't want to fucking be here.
The infant bug keeps scurrying around the table, knocking over bottles and glasses.
I don't want to be here.
The winged cookie flies up. The eye keeps moving towards Richie.
Hey, damn it.
The winged cookie flies at Eddie and Ben, who swat at it but miss.
Hey, Eddie.
The bowl of remaining cookies stares to fill with a burning black sludge overflowing onto the tabletop. The sludge burns away the fortunes on the table. The fetus of a bird tries to get away from the sludge but is consumed. They all back away from the table in fear as the sound of children singing builds around the room. Mike looks up the fish tank and sees the decayed, severed head of a child floating inside, singing. Bill sees another head in the tank, which stares to darken as it is filling with blood.
It's not real.
The infant bug looks at Mike and wails. Mike rushes towards it and picks up his chair.
This isn't real. It's not real.
He slaps the chair onto the table, trying to kill the small creature.
It's not real. It's not real.
Mike stares wailing at the table, smacking the chair onto it over and over again.
It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real.
The host walks in.
It's not real. It's not real.
She sees no creatures, just a grown man slamming a chair onto the tabletop.
It's not real. It's not real.
Mike notices the host and stops the room suddenly back to normal. Is everything all right? They all look around the room.
Yeah. Can we get the check?
The host just stares for a beat, then leaves. And Tier Jade of the Orient, minutes later, the losers walk out of the restaurant.
That's what Pennywise does, right? He fucks with us, so Stanley's probably fine.
Hey, Mike, do you have Stan's number?
Yeah.
Richie stiffens and looks.
Richie?
There. Richie stiffens and looks back. There stands a small boy, Dean.
How'd you know my name?
Fun's just beginning, right?
Dean smiles.
What he said, is it,
Richie gets in Dean's face.
Listen, you think this is funny? All right. You think this is some sort of game, huh?
Richie grabs Dean's shirt.
Well, fuck you, all right?
Rich, be careful, dude.
Fuck you. I'm not afraid of you.
Dean looks confused.
The fun's just beginning. Come on from your act, dude. I'm a fan.
Richie points behind Dean.
Those your parents?
Yeah.
Dean's parents are walking up to them since their son just got screamed at. Richie stares for a beat, then smiles awkwardly.
Want a picture?
You okay, Dean? Come on.
I think I'm good.
Dean walks away with his family.
Okay, cool. He's a good kid.
Richie turns and starts walking out.
Jesus, Richie, you don't remember a line from your own show?
I'm writing my own material.
knew it. I fucking knew it.
Exterior, Jade of the Orient. Moments later, Beverly stands phone on speaker.
Hello, Mrs. Uris? My name is Beverly Marsh. I apologize for calling, but I'm an old friend of your husband's.
Eddie looks at Mike.
You lied to us. It's not okay.
Yeah. First words out of your mouth should have been like, hey man, you want to come to Derry and get murdered? Because then I would have said no.
Guys,
Fucking entrapment, man.
Oh. He passed.
When did it happen?
Yesterday. It was horrible the way he died. Stress
In the bathtub?
in the bathtub.
In tears to Uris' home bathroom last night, Stan lays in the tub, bleeding out a single word scrawled on the wall in blood. It. Exterior Jade of the Orient Night. The losers look shocked.
Sorry. I have to go.
We're all very sorry, Patty.
You.
Patty hangs up.
Stanley.
Beverly lights up.
Sorry, I had to yawn. I said Stanley.
Beverly lights up a cigarette.
Pennywise knew. He knew before we did.
We have to stop him. I have a plan.
I got a plan. Getting the fuck out of Dodge before this ends worse than one's a. I got a plan. Getting the fuck out of Dodge before this ends worse than one of Bill's books. Who's with me?
Eddie raises his hand.
We made a promise to each other.
Let's unmake the promise.
Richie, other people are gonna die.
Other people die every day, man. We don't owe this town shit. Plus, I just remembered I grew up here like fucking 2 hours ago. So I'm fucking leaving. Fuck this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm with Richie.
Eds, please.
Listen, what? We say we die. That's it. I'm gonna go back to the inn. I'm gonna pick up my shit. I'm gonna drive to my home. I'm sorry, man. Good luck.
No, Eddie, please. Please, Eddie. Eddie, wait.
Richie and Eddie drive off. Ben sits on the curb next to Beverly.
You okay?
Beverly stands.
I'm gonna head back to the townhouse too. Are you coming?
Yeah. You should have told us, Mikey.
Ben and Beverly leave. Mike turns to Bill.
Bill, please, man. I'm begging you. Please, just listen to me, man. Please.
What are you going to say? What could you possibly say that will make any kind of difference? They're all gone.
Come on. Let me show you something. One thing. And if you want to leave, you can leave. Just let me show you this first. Please.
Bill nods. Exterior baseball field night. Spectators cheer as the game is played.
Strike!
Lapskew, what kind of name is that, huh? My mom swings better than you.
The boy's mother pulls him away from the fence.
How many times do I have to?
She doesn't even play baseball for you. You suck.
The mother and the boy return to the stands, and the other end of the bleachers, Vicky sits looking bored, still holding the stuffed deer.
Mommy, how much longer?
Victoria, we came to watch the game. We're gonna watch the game.
A firefly lands on the stuffed deer, catching Vicky's attention. She tries to catch it, but it flies off. Vicky follows the firefly. It buzzes away and flies underneath the stands. Vicky follows it into the darkness. The firefly moves down a small walkway beneath the bleachers before landing on a railing. Vicky is so focused she doesn't see a white face watching her from the shadows. The firefly flies off the pitch black of the dark before being caught by a pair of white gloved hands. Vicky gasps. The hands retreat into the shadows. After a moment, the gloved hands open, illuminating the ghastly face of Pennywise.
Hello, Vicky. Isn't that what your friends call you? Vicky? How did I know that? Guess I must be your friend too.
Pennywise giggles.
If you're my friend, why are you hiding in the dark?
Pennywise looks upset.
You're not my friend. You're scary.
Smart kid. Vicky starts backing away. As Vicky turns, Pennywise starts crying. Vicky stops.
Why are you crying?
People always make fun of me because of the way I look. I thought if you couldn't see my face, maybe you'd want to be my friend. Never mind.
Pennywise sobs.
Silly old Pennywise. You'll never have no friends.
People make fun of me too.
They do?
Because of this.
Vicky points to her birthmark.
Well, isn't that silly? That little thing could right away.
You could?
Oh, yes. One poof, and it'd be gone.
Pennywise giggles.
Oh, you would have to get close enough to see my face. I don't know, Vicky.
No, it's okay. I won't make fun. I promise.
Vicky steps closer.
Promise, promise?
Vicky nods.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okie dokie. Just coming a little closer. We'll blow it away on the count of 3.
Vicky smiles.
1,
Pennywise eyes drift.
2.
A thread of drool leaves Pennywise mouth as he stares at Vicky. Pennywise smile fades. Vicky stands waiting for 3, but Pennywise just stares.
You're supposed to say 3.
Pennywise lunges forward, a face full of sharp teeth, and bites deep into Vicky's face. Oh my god.
Ah!
The crowd on the bleachers. Oh my god. The crowd on the bleachers keeps cheering for the game, unaware of the clown's feeds. Interior Mental Hospital security night. A security guard sits at the monitors drinking his coffee. He's watching a video of a Georgie typing at a computer. The guard chuckles. He looks at the monitor and sees the figure walking down the halls towards him. He rises and crosses to the security door. The guard presses a button and the door opens. The nurse comes staggering through, blood soaking the front of his clothes, his throat slit.
Holy fuck!
The nurse falls over dead, revealing Bowers standing behind him, holding the knife.
Boo.
Bowers lets out a sickly cackle. Exterior Mental Hospital night. Bowers pushes the door, slides down the railing, and runs across the yard. He pulls off his hoodie and slips through a break in the fence.
Yeah.
Parked out in the front is a huckster corpse behind the wheel of Bowers' old Trans Am. Bowers jumps in the passenger seat.
Hey, Huckstetter, let's go.
Bowers whoops as the car peels out. Exterior Derry townhouse night. Ben pulls out on the front of the townhouse and heads inside, followed closely by Eddie, Richie, and Beverly. Interior Derry townhouse moments later.
Get our shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Did you leave your stuff here?
No, my stuff's still in the car.
Richie and Eddie head upstairs. Ben stops as he notices Beverly is inside, going behind the bar, pouring herself a shot. She downs it.
Tell me,
Tell you what.
whatever it is you're afraid to tell me right now.
Beverly puts the bottle back and steps out from behind the bar.
Bev, back at the Jade when you were on the phone with Stanley's.
Beverly runs into him and steps back, remembering Tom.
Stop. She told you that she found him in the bathtub. But Bev, I saw you. I heard it. You said it first.
Richie walks in with his luggage.
Whatever you guys are talking about, let's make it happen faster. All right? We gotta go.
Richie looks back into the lobby.
Eduardo, undelay. Let's go.
There's something you're not telling us. You knew how Stanley died. You knew.
Richie turns.
Wait, what?
I can't do this.
Beverly tries to leave past Richie.
She knew how Stanley was gonna die? Is that just what she said?
Can't just walk away from this.
She hits the bell on the front desk.
How did you know where he killed himself, Bev?
She walks behind the front desk and grabs a key.
Talk to me. Just talk to me like we used to. Come on, how did you know?
Ben stands in her way.
Because I saw it. I've seen all of us die.
Eddie thumbs downstairs with his bags.
Okay, I just kind of grab my toiletry bag and we can go. No.
Eddie's bags drop to the ground with a thud.
What I miss?
They stare at him. Exterior Derry Library night. Mike steps out of the car and waves to Bill. Interior Derry Library. Moments later, they walk through the main lobby.
Didn't this place used to be bigger?
Bill stops and notices a display full of Native American artifacts, including a tomahawk. He turns up and notices Mike is gone.
Yo, Mike, where you going?
Bill follows after Mike, who rushes upstairs. Interior Mike's study. Moments later, Bill steps in after Mike and sees his large collection of books and research.
Mike, will you live here?
Yeah, make yourself at home.
Mike opens the fridge.
You need some water?
Yeah, sure.
Bill looks at the various photos as Mike fills the glass. Mike hands it to Bill, who takes a large gulp.
You see, memory's the thing. It's the key. It's the key to everything.
If it really does want us back here, don't you think the smartest thing we could do is just get the hell out of Derry?
No. It doesn't want us back. Of course it does. It does want us back. Of course it does. But it doesn't know now. But it doesn't now. I know what I know.
What do you know?
How to kill the shit out of it. I've read every book. I've talked to every person in this godforsaken town. Everybody that would talk to me, right? And that's a long list. And that's not a long list. But it wasn't enough. I had to know how this all started.
Mike picks up a leather vase.
How it started.
Mike walks the vessel over Bill.
And it started here.
Mike shows Bill a side of the vessel.
What am I looking at, Mike?
It's an artifact.
Bill looks at an image that looks like a star falling from the sky.
Early 18th century Shakapawa.
How'd you get it?
I found it in the... No. They gave it to me. I stole it.
You stole it from Native Americans.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it is.
They helped me on my journey.
So beautiful.
They showed me things. A vision.
The image on the vessel starts to move. Bill staggers back.
I feel kind of funky. Hot. Am I sweating?
I need you to see what they showed me, Bill.
Mike's voice echoes. Bill's perspective seems to wobble.
They live outside of Derry.
Interior spoke upon when settlement day. Mike walks. Interior Shakapiwa settlement day. Mike walks through the village.
Beyond its reach. They moved there many, many years ago. They're holy man. They're holy of holies.
Mike sits in a tent.
He took me in.
The holy man speaks in Shakapiwan as another man cuts in and mashes a root herb.
Fed me their sacred matron.
Mike drinks deep from a handmade cup.
I started to react.
All living things must abide by the laws of the shape they inhabit.
Mike trips balls and his trip. He flashes back in time and exterior ancient Derry day. A large star falls from the sky.
While I sat there, looking out over the valley, I saw it arrive.
Mike reaches for the light, as does Bill. Interior Mike's study. Mike turns to face Bill, the whole room still shaking.
I knew that one day I would have to make you all see.
Mike, did you put something in my drink?
They look at the glass of water.
It's a root.
You drugged me? You drugged me?
No. It's a root with properties. It's just a microdose of what the Shakapiwa gave me.
Why would you do that?
To open my eyes.
Mike picks up the vessel.
I don't feel real good.
I need you to look and you'll see.
Bill looks at the vessel.
I don't feel good.
Open your eyes.
The image on the side of the vessel comes to life and Bill stares. Exterior Derry vision. The dead lights fall from the sky.
They showed me the past.
The dead lights crash through the ground and slam into stone. Interior Mike's study. Bill staggers Back as Mike keeps pushing, the deadlight floats up and slams into the vessel.
Showed me the way it appeared to them.
Bill sees a large demonic eagle. The eagle feasts on whoever it can find. Bill is not having a good time. The eagle transforms into a kaiju.
They showed me their pain.
The kaiju roars, mouth full of large teeth.
They showed me how to stop it.
Interior Derry cavern vision. The tribe stands in a circle, chanting the dead light float in front of them, moving into the vessel. Interior Mike's study. Bill screams, breathing heavily.
It's over. It's over. You're okay. You're okay. Did you see it? The ritual?
The ritual of Chud.
Yeah, I knew you would see it.
Bill grabs Mike's shirt.
So the whole fucking thing, Mike.
That's how we kill it.
Bill falls back against the Mike's books.
How are we gonna do it? Everybody already said no.
But with you, listen, this won't work. This won't work without all of us.
Interior Derry's townhouse night. Richie, Ben, and Eddie stand around it as Beverly sits.
Okay, so what do you mean that you've seen us all die?
Yeah, because I gotta be honest, that's a fucked up thing to just drop on somebody.
Beverly wipes away a tear.
Every night since Derry, I've been having these nightmares. People in pain, people dying, people...
So you have nightmares. I have nightmares. People, they have nightmares, but it doesn't mean that your visions come true.
I've watched every single one of us.
And every single one of us what?
They turn to see Bill and Mike behind them.
The place that Stanley wound up. That's how we end.
Okay, how come the rest of us aren't seeing this shit? I mean, what makes her so different?
The deadlights.
Deadlights.
They remember Beverly floating after seeing the deadlights inside Pennywise.
She was the only one of us that got caught in the deadlights that day.
We were all touched by it, changed, deep down.
Beverly lights up a cigarette.
Like an infection or a virus. A virus. You understand. Slowly growing. That virus, it's been growing for 27 years. This whole time, metastasizing. It just got to stand first because...
He was the weakest.
Jesus Christ, Rich.
Just saying what everyone else is thinking, man.
Rich, come on.
What Beverly sees, it will come to pass. It's what'll happen to all of us eventually unless we stop it.
How the hell are we supposed to do that?
The ritual of Chud, the Shopkeeper, the first ones who fought it, they have a saying, all living thing must abide by the loss of the shape they inhabit.
A tribal ritual? Are you fucking kidding me, man? All right, there's got to be another way, okay? This thing comes back, what, every 27 years? Let's just kick the can down the road and do it then.
No, wait, we'll be 70 years old, asshole.
Doesn't work that way. None of us make it another 20 years, and the way it happens.
Richie downs a shot.
So if we don't beat it this cycle, then
We die. We die.
Horribly.
Yeah, I don't need the horribly part.
I didn't say it. She said it, not me.
All right, guys, look, we've seen what he's talking about. I've seen it, and it's all true. It's the only way. If we want the ritual to work,
We have to remember.
Remember what?
Exterior Derry Street, early morning. The losers walk through the seemingly abandoned town.
It's better if I show you. We don't have much time. His cycle will end soon, and once it does...
We're fucked.
Exterior Derry Woods morning. The losers walk through the trees.
The Barrens.
this is where we came after the rock fight.
Clubhouse.
Beverly laughs.
You built that for us.
Yeah, the hatch has to be around here someplace.
You did. I do remember that.
Beverly trips over a root.
Oh.
Bill catches her.
Whoa, whoa. You okay?
Beverly nods. Ben sees the spark between them.
What?
Nothing. It's just you haven't changed. It's a good thing.
They both chuckle.
You know what? I actually think the door was more like around.
Ben stops around the dirt with the crack. The ground falls away beneath him and Ben falls. The rest of the losers stare. Interior clubhouse continuous. Ben lies on the ground.
Found it. I'm okay. Come down.
He looks up at the ladder. Interior clubhouse, 1989. The young losers climb down. Beverly looks at Ben with a smile.
What the dick is this? How'd you build it?
When did you build it?
Here and there, I guess. It was already dug out from something, so I just had to reinforce the walls and get some wood for the roof door, and that's pretty much it. Pretty good for my first time, huh?
Ben leans against a pillar, and as soon as he does, a panel falls from the roof. They all jump.
That is a cool feature. What happens when you put your hand on the other pillar, Professor?
Okay, you see, this is exactly why there are safety codes and why we have permits. This place is a death trap, all right? You understand that.
Well, it's a work in progress, okay, Eddie?
Okay, just so you know, I get hurt, you are liable. And also, what is this? The switch of an Iron Maiden?
That's a flashlight.
What is that, a horse hitch? When did you have a horse down? Oh, this is cool.
And he picks up a paddle ball.
That was like $3, so be careful with that, please.
I have one of these.
Eddie starts paddling towards Stan.
Hey, Stan, you see this?
Yeah, okay. Can you maybe not?
Maybe not what? Yeah. Hold on. Okay, maybe not. What? Be awesome and have fun and celebrate the magic of the paddle ball.
The paddle ball slips from Eddie's hand and falls into the ground.
Oh, well. Good going, fuck nut. You broke the thing.
I broke it?
Yeah, you broke it with your face.
What?
I'm not putting my fucking hand down there.
Interior clubhouse president Eddie reaches down and picks up the broken ball. Aged by time, Ben smiles.
Hey, man. That's so cool.
My God.
Beverly looks at a poster for the Lost Boys.
Hey, do we all not remember that this was here?
Hey, losers.
They all tense and look towards the shadows.
Time to float.
Bill lifts a baseball bat as Ben staggers back, but Richie steps out of the shadows laughing.
Fuck, Richie.
Dude.
Remember when he used to do that, when he used to say that shit and then he, do that little dance?
Richie does a dumb little Pennywise dance. The losers all just stare.
Am I the only one who remembers that shit?
Are you going to be like this the entire time we're home?
All right, just trying to add some levity to this shit. I'll go fuck myself.
Richie whistles and walks off.
It smells so fucking terrible in here.
Bill notices a coffee can and picks it up.
Hey, you guys.
Ben pulls out an old casket. Bill holds the can up to the cassette. Ben holds the can up to the group.
This says Stan. For use of losers only.
Bill.
Bill opens the can and pulls out Interior Clubhouse 1989, a shower cap. Young Stan holds it up and Richie grabs it out of his hands.
Fuck is this?
So you don't get spiders stuck in your hair when you're down here.
Stanley, we're not afraid of fucking spiders.
Richie tosses the shower cap as Stan walks off, revealing that everyone else is wearing the shower caps.
Stand correct.
Richie continues lounging in a hammock, reading a comic book. Eddie pulls off his cap as Beverly laughs.
That's a first.
Touche.
Betty walks up to Richie.
Hey, Rich, your 10 minutes are up.
What are you talking about?
The hammock. 10 minutes each was the rule.
I don't see a sign.
Are you being this way?
Really? No. No.
Why would there be a sign if it was a verbal agreement? And I remember you agreeing to the one fucking rule.
Eddie clambers into the hammock, fighting Richie for his space.
I can see your vagina.
10 minutes each!
Go back in your dumb little corner!
Ben picks up some nails and continues hammering away, reinforcing the roof.
Fucked your mom.
No, you didn't! Take that back!
Beverly crosses to Ben.
You're awfully good at this, new kid.
You really think so? There's actually a summer program in Bar Harbor. Teaches you like everything about architecture. I was thinking about applying.
I'll do that. I'll do anything to get the hell out of Derry.
Eddie pokes his foot into Richie's face.
Man, when I graduate, I'm going to go to Florida.
What's in Florida, Mike?
I don't know. You know, I guess it's just a place I always wanted to go.
Stan, you should go with Mike to Florida. You already act 80. You'd clean up with all those grandmas.
The kids laugh. Do you guys think we'll still be friends when we're older?
What? Why wouldn't we be?
Do any of your parents still hang out with their friends from middle school? Eddie's foot pulls Richie's glass out of his face. I mean, things might be different then. We all might be different.
We'll always still be friends. I don't think that just, goes away because we get older.
Yeah, Stan, come on. You don't have to be so
Interior clubhouse present.
sad.
The grown losers sit around, remembering their friend.
He was old before his time.
Yeah. Wonder what it was like all grown up.
Probably what he was like as a kid. Best.
Here.
Bill tosses the shower cap to Richie.
All right, Mike. What are we doing here?
The ritual. To perform it requires a sacrifice.
Sacrifice? I nominate Eddie.
Wait, what?
Because you're little. You'll fit on a barbecue.
I'm 5'9". It's like average height in most of the world.
It's not that kind of sacrifice, guys. Mike?
The past is buried, but you're going to have to dig it up piece by piece. And these pieces, these artifacts, that's why we're here. They are what you'll sacrifice. And since Stan isn't here to find his, I figured we should all be here together to find his artifact.
Eddie puts on the shower cap.
I think Bill just did that.
Exterior Derry Woods. Minutes later, the losers climb out of the clubhouse.
Okay, Mike. So where do we find our tokens?
Yeah, I gotta be honest, man. All due respect, this is fucking stupid, all right? Why do we need tokens, all right? Like, we've already remembered everything. Saving Bev, defeating it. I mean, we're caught up.
It's not everything. We fought. But what happened after that? Before the House of Nearby? Think.
We can't remember, can we?
See? There's more to our story. What happened that summer? And those blank spaces, like pages torn out of a book. That's what you need to find. We need to split up. You each need to find your artifact alone. That's important. When you do, meet me at the library tonight.
Yeah, I gotta say, statistically speaking, you look at survival scenarios and we're gonna do much better as a group.
Yeah, splitting up would be dumb, man. Okay, we gotta go together, all right? We were together all that summer, right?
No. Not that whole summer.
Exterior, Derry Street, 1989.
Take it back.
Bill punches Richie in the face, dropping him to the ground.
Bill!
Just a bunch of losers. Fuck off.
The losers hold Bill and Richie back.
Fucking
Stop!
They split.
We're all together when we heard it. That's why we're still alive.
yeah. Well, I got a plan that keeps it that way.
Richie walks off, followed by Stan and Mike. Ben and Eddie follow close behind. Exterior, Derry, main drag, 1989. Bill and Beverly walk their bikes down the street.
I bet tomorrow we'll all be back together.
I don't think so.
Well, if we're gonna stop it, we better be.
Maybe Richie was right. Maybe we shouldn't do anything about it. Or maybe we can't.
Okay, don't let them get to you.
It's a little late for that.
Beverly sighs.
You should go. Before your dad sees.
Beverly walks her bike off towards her house, and Bill rides off. Exterior, Beverly Marsh, home, present. Beverly watches the memory leave before looking up at her old building. Interior, Beverly Marsh's apartment building, minutes later. Beverly walks up to the door. It still has the name Marsh on it. Beverly pushes the bell on the door, opens a crack.
Yes?
Sorry,
Beverly looks back at the door and sees it reads Kersh.
May I help you?
I thought I rang Marsh.
Oh, Marsh? Alvin Marsh?
My father. I grew up here.
The door closes, the latch is undone before opening fully, revealing Mrs. Kersh, a sweet little old lady.
Dear, it's not for me to tell you this, but your father passed away. I'm so sorry. You didn't know?
Beverly shakes her head.
We hadn't spoken in a while.
Well, won't you come in? Let me offer you something to drink.
No, it's fine. I have to go.
It's the least I can do.
Sure. Okay.
Beverly steps inside. Mrs. Kersh smiles as he slowly closes the door. Interior, Mrs. Kersh's apartment. Moments later, Beverly walks into the living room. The wave of memories floating over her.
Is it like you remember?
Cleaner.
Well, you feel free to look around while I get the water boiling.
Oh, really? It's fine. You don't need to do that.
Oh, don't you be so polite.
Mrs. Kersh walks off into the dark kitchen. Beverly looks around. Beverly walks down the hallway, stopping for a beat to look into the bathroom, remembering it covered in blood. She trails her hand along the wall as she walks towards her old room. Interior, Beverly Marsh's home, 1989. Beverly walks into the living room and sees her dad sitting at the table looking at the photo of his late wife.
Today was her birthday. I could still smell her perfume. She'd still be alive if it wasn't for you.
These words hurt Beverly.
Mama was sick. You know that's why she did what she did.
She did what she did because she was embarrassed to be your mother.
He turns to face Beverly.
You look like her, but you are nothing like her. Come here.
Beverly doesn't move.
I said come here.
Beverly steps cautiously towards him.
Close your eyes.
She does. Mr. Marsh sprays perfume all around her and himself before huffing the smell off of a handkerchief.
You know what I wouldn't, I'll never hurt you. Know that, don't you?
Beverly doesn't say a word, just steps closer to him, tears rolling down her face.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You'll always be my little girl, won't you?
Always.
Interior, Mrs. Kersh's apartment present. Beverly stands haunted. She walks into Mrs. Kersh's sewing room. She looks around for a moment before making her way over to the baseboards. Beverly moves a few things aside and starts pulling those baseboards away from the wall, using a pair of scissors to carve away the wallpaper. The board comes away and a few of roaches scurry out. Beverly reaches into the small space and pulls out a small plastic bag. She sits back and opens it, pulling in a small key on the chain, a pack of cigarettes, and a folded card. She opens the card, reading.
Your hair is winter fire, January embers. My heart burns there too.
Beverly looks at the card, remembering all the love she felt when she first read it. Mrs. Kersh watches from down the hall. Mrs. Kersh steps away, almost looking puppeted. In dear Mrs. Kersh's apartment minutes later, Mrs. Kersh starts up an old record.
There, I do apologize. It gets so very hot here this time of year.
They lift their teacups.
It's fine.
Well, you feel like you could just about die. But you know what they say about Derry. No one who dies here ever really dies.
Mrs. Kersh smiles at Beverly for a long time, an uncomfortable long moment. Beverly waits for Mrs. Kersh to speak, but she keeps staring back at her.
But tell me, dear, how is it being back in Derry?
It's good. Strange.
Strange? Oh my.
Mrs. Kersh flutters her dress to try and cool down, revealing large sores on her chest.
Strange how?
Before Beverly answers, a kitchen timer dings.
Oh, I had some cookies in the oven before you came. You stay right there.
I shouldn't impose. I'm gonna.
No. I insist.
Mrs. Kersh walks into the kitchen as the record skips. Beverly looks into the dark after her before turning her attention to Mrs. Kersh's photos on the wall.
Mrs. Kersh, are these your family?
Yes, dear. My father came to this country with $14 in his pocket. Didn't ask for a handout at the way people come in here these days. You know what he did?
What did he do, Miss Kersh?
My father joined the circus.
Beverly's eyes fall on a photo on the wall with an eerily similar face in it. A man stands smiling next to a little girl in front of a small covered wagon. On the side of the wagon reads, Pennywise, the dancing clown. The music from the record starts to distort. Mrs. Kersh skitters naked through the kitchen, hiding in the dark.
I was always Daddy's little girl. What about you?
Beverly looks back into the kitchen.
Are you still this little girl, Beverly?
Beverly breathes hard, backing away.
Are you?
Mrs. Kersh comes stopping out of the kitchen, wrapped into a large mutant creature looking like a corpse floating weightless. Mrs. Kersh chases Beverly across the living room. Beverly yelping and falling back. Mrs. Kersh roars at Beverly and swipes at her, barely missing.
Mustn't lie to our father.
Mrs. Kersh had several small mounts all down her throat, speaking these words. Beverly runs for the hall, the whole apartment distorting and decaying around her. Mrs. Kersh cackles as Beverly reaches the front door. Beverly struggles with it, unable to force it open. Beverly looks back at the decaying hallway and sees a door open at the far end.
Help!
Run! Run! Run!
Inside the room sits a man hunched over a small mirror. The man turns to face Beverly. Even without the makeup, his identity is unmistakable.
You haven't changed anything yet. You haven't changed their futures.
Mr. Kersh starts smearing white grease paint onto his face.
You haven't saved any of them.
Mr. Kersh's eyes starts to drift as he covers more of his face.
Close your eyes, Bev.
Fuck you.
If you don't believe me, close them.
Mr. Kersh drags his nails across his face, carving deep gashes into his face, finishing his transformation into Pennywise.
And see.
Mr. Kersh smiles that evil clown smile. Mr. Kersh laughs evilly as the blood trails down his face. Beverly finally manages to get the door open and rushes out, slamming the door behind her. Exterior, Beverly Marsh's apartment building moments later. Beverly runs outside and looks back at the building. It's clearly been condemned for years. Beverly breathes heavily, shaking off the fear. Richie walks up the street towards the closed theater/arcade. He reaches through a broken window, pushes the lever to unlock the door, and steps inside. Interior of the Capitol Theater continuous. Richie looks around at what remains of the arcade. The front of the room is filled with the old arcade consoles, all left to wither and die. He stops in front of an old Street Fighter arcade game. Richie turns and drops a quarter into his token machine, and a token drops out of the bottom. He picks it up and looks back at the machine. Interior of the Capitol Theater, 1989. Richie plays Street Fighter with Connor.
Come on.
Ken, you little bitch.
Richie steals a glance at Connor. Richie beats Connor in the game.
Yes. You're fucking good.
Game over.
Richie and Connor high five.
Ah, well, I gotta go.
Connor starts to walk away.
Hey,
Richie picks up another token from the machine.
how about we go again? Play some more, you know?
Bowers comes walking out of the theater, flanked by Belch and Hawksetter.
Fuck you, man.
Only if you want to.
Connor turns and sees Bauer, then turns back to Richie.
Dude, why are you being weird? I'm not your fucking boyfriend.
Whoa. I didn't.
What the fuck's going on here?
Connor looks back to Bowers.
You assholes didn't tell me your town was full of little fairies.
Richie fucking Tozer? What? You trying to bone my little cousin?
Richie is too stunned to speak.
Get the fuck out of here, fairy!
Richie starts making his way to this door.
Fucking move!
Richie leaves quicker. Interior of the Capitol Theater day. Richie watches his memory leave the theater, fighting back tears. Exterior, Derry Park, 1989. Richie runs to a bench and sits down, sitting across from a gigantic Paul Bunin statue. Richie cries.
Want to kiss, Richie?
Richie looks up and sees nothing. He puts his glasses back on and notices the statue is gone. He hears a rustling next to him. Richie turns and there's the statue, roaring at him, bats flying from its mouth. Richie screams. Bunyan lifts a large stake and Bunyan lifts a large stake and stabs it down, destroying the bench. Richie runs for his life, and Bunyan swipes around the ground. The stake barely misses Richie, and he falls to the ground. Bunyan opens his mouth, and Pennywise laughs echoes out of it. Richie cowers on the ground as Bunyan races the stake to strike again.
It's not real. 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 It's not real.
Richie puts his glasses back on and looks up. But Bunyan is gone. The park looks normal again.
I get to shit my pants.
Richie falls back on the grass in relief. Exterior Derry Park day. Grown Richie stands in the park looking for Bunyan statue. Someone hurries by him and hands Richie a flyer.
Closing performances tonight. Hope to see you there, handsome.
The figure turns back and it's Adrian, clearly dead and decayed. Richie looks down at the flyer. It's an invite to his funeral. Richie tells her 1976 to 2016. Richie's eyes widen.
Did you miss me, Richie?
Richie looks up and sees Pennywise perched on Bunyan's shoulder, holding a large cluster of balloons.
Oh, fuck!
'Cause I've missed you.
The festival rehearsing behind Richie has also frozen solid, staring at Richie.
No one wants to play with the clown anymore. Play a game with me, would you? How about Street Fighter? Oh, yes, you like that one, don't you? Or maybe Truth or Dare?
Pennywise grins. The balloons lift Pennywise into the air.
Oh, you wouldn't want to pick Truth, though, would you, Richie? You wouldn't want anyone to know what you're hiding.
Pennywise laughs as he floats down to Richie.
I know your secret, your dirty little secret.
As Pennywise sings, the folks behind Richie sway back and forth to the tune.
Oh, I know your secret, your dirty little secret.
Pennywise lands and Richie staggers back.
Should I tell them, Richie?
Richie closes his eyes.
This isn't happening. This isn't real. This isn't happening. This isn't real. This isn't happening. This isn't real.
The people behind him stop swaying. Richie opens his eyes, but Pennywise is still there, laughing psychotically at him. Richie screams and runs away. Pennywise's face distorts as Richie flees. Exterior Derry Street day. Bill walks across the street, not paying much attention. He waves to the random person on the street, missing the fact that he's about to get hit by a car. The car honks and Bill jumps.
No, I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Watch it, you jerk.
Bill gets out of the street and laughs shakily. He tries to steady himself as he walks past an antique store. He sees something in the window and stops. His old bike. Bill rushes inside. Interior second-hand rows continuous. Bill walks up to the window display and laughs.
Oh, man.
Can I help you?
Hi. Yeah, I wanted to see about the
Baseball card?
no,
Bowling ball.
the
Banjo.
Beaver.
Beaver.
Fucking bike.
The shopkeeper, who looks suspiciously like Stephen King, closes his book.
You want to use that kind of language, take it out in the street.
I'm sorry. Can we just start over and pretend like I just walked in?
The shopkeeper sighs.
How can I help you?
Thank you. Yes, I want to buy the bike.
Aren't you Willem Denborough, the writer?
Yeah, that's me. That bike used to be mine.
Well, it's mine now. But you're the big author. You want it, you can afford it.
Bill chuckles.
All right, how much?
The shopkeeper thinks for a moment.
300.
Bill looks deflated.
You can afford it? I'll go get it.
That's kind of a deal.
Bill pulls out his wallet and sees one of his books on the table. The shopkeeper finished setting the bike up at the door.
You want to sign it for you?
Nah, I didn't like the ending.
Bill sighs.
Bill
hands the shopkeeper the money.
3 big ones.
All yours.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how fast you'll go. Been there a lot of years.
Bill crosses to the bike at the front of the store.
You know what, mister? She was fast enough to beat the devil.
Bill walks the bike outside. Exterior Derry Residential Street. Moments later, Bill struggles to keep the bike upright. It's been many years since he's ridden. He finally gets the groove again and smiles.
Yeah, I miss you too.
He starts racing faster through the streets, a big smile crossing his face.
Yeah! Woo!
Bill remembers riding his bike as a kid with Beverly hanging on to the back.
Hi-ho, Silver! Away!
Bill rows down the street. After a moment, he realizes he is in front of his old house. His face hardens. He remembers that day, Georgie walking outside in the rain, his yellow sticker. Bill sees the kid from the restaurant lives there now. Bill rides on. Exterior Derry Street. Moments later, Bill reaches the spot where Georgie died. He jumps off the bike and drops it in the middle of the street. Exterior Derry Street, 1989. Young Bill steps towards the drain. He crouches down in front of it.
I know you're down there. I know you can hear me.
Bill fights back tears.
Something I have to know. All the kids in this town you could have taken. Why Georgie?
The drain sits silent.
Say something. Why him? Why him? Why him? Why him?
Bill loses the battle with his sadness and cries, pounding the streets in rage. Bill wipes his tears and stands to leave.
Why?
Bill stops.
Because you weren't there, Billy.
Pennywise laughs evilly. Exterior street, Derry Street day. Still looks at the drain, haunted by his memories. He turns and picks the bike back up.
Billy, don't leave.
Bill turns to the source of the voice, the drain.
Hello? Billy?
Bill drops to the ground and crawls towards the drain.
Still here. Help me. Georgie?
Bill looks into the darkness of the drain and suddenly sees a pair of arms holding a small boat and wearing a yellow sticker.
Georgie. Help me, Billy. Hey, take my hand.
Bill reaches into the drain.
Take my hand. I got you, buddy. Come on.
He's coming.
Just take my hand.
Billy, please.
I got you. Come on.
George's face is still hidden in the shadow, but his eyes glow from the dark.
He's coming.
Take my hand.
Billy.
Go on, take my hand.
A ghostly hand reaches from the darkness and latches on to Bill's wrist. Bill yelps as the hand tries to pull him into the sewer. Hundreds more small decayed hands wrap around Bill's arm, pulling him into the drain. Pennywise laughs. Bill screams and barely manages to pull his arm off the drain. He holds Georgie's paper boat in his hand. The drain echoes with children's laughter.
I hate you. I hate you.
Who are you talking to?
Bill sees the boy and jumps to his feet.
Move, 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 move.
Bill grabs Dean's jacket and pulls him away from the drain.
You hear voices from that sewer. You stay away from it.
You hear voices from the sewer?
No. No, just stay away from that sewer.
Bill crosses back to his dropped bike.
I only hear voices in the tub. You know, from the drain.
These words shake Bill.
What kind of voices?
Kids. And other times, like a
clown.
Dean nods. Billy drops the bike, crouches in front of Dean, and grabs his jacket.
Are you listening to me? You listen good. You need to get out of this town, all right? Tell your parents, make up a reason. You make up a fucking lie. I don't care what you do. Just get out of this town. Make them never bring you back. Do you understand? You leave Derry and you stay out of Derry. Do you understand me?
Bill is clearly scaring his kid.
I'm supposed to be at the festival.
Tell me you understand.
Bill realizes what he's doing as he lets go of Dean's jacket.
I'm supposed to be at the festival. I gotta go.
Just be careful.
Dean steps onto his skateboard and rolls away. Bill exhales. Exterior Derry High School day. Ben walks up to the school. Interior Derry High School classroom. Moments later, Ben walks into an old classroom, past a taxidermized turtle on the teacher's desk. He looks around the empty room and slowly takes a seat at the side of the desk, remembering. Interior Derry High School classroom, 1989. The bell rings and the class is dismissed. The kids all hurry up.
Come on! Let's get the fuck out of here!
One of the boys walks behind Ben and smacks him in the back of the head.
Wake up, fat ass.
Another kid smacks the back of Ben's head as Ben groans.
Fucking loser.
Ben sits back in his chair and sighs. He just stares up at the image on the projector screen, a Chinese horned dragon. He pulls his headphones and starts listening to Cover Girl by New Kids on the Block as he puts his stuff away. A shadowy figure rises in the front of the projector, like casting a defiant clown-shaped shadow onto the screen. Ben gasps and turns around, seeing Beverly.
Oh,
She raises her hands innocently.
easy. It's just me. What are you and your little buddies up to in here?
She sits in the desk next to Ben.
Oh, those guys are definitely not my buddies.
No, I met your real friends. Joey, Jonathan, Donnie, Danny,
Oh,
Jordan.
Ben turns off the Walkman and is embarrassed. Beverly lights up his cigarette. It certainly seems like they forgot to include her smoking in the first movie, so now she's a goddamn chimney.
are you smoking in school?
She gestures up to the ceiling.
Secret hideout.
Ben looks and sees a disabled smoke detector.
Don't tell anyone.
Ben smiles. Beverly plays with her lighter.
You okay, new kid?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I guess I'm just worried that we're not all going to be the same after the fight.
As long as we can still hang out, who cares?
You really mean that?
Yeah, of course, dummy.
Beverly leans forward and takes Ben's hand. She smiles.
You and me.
Ben leans in and goes in for a kiss. Beverly does her best to sniffle a laugh.
Oh my god.
Ben pulls back.
I meant as a friend. You actually thought I could like someone as fat and gross and disgusting like you?
Her lighter clicks as Ben looks away.
No matter how many stupid poems you write.
Ben looks back and Beverly's head is on fire. She smiles a wicked grin. Ben clambers out of his desk and runs out of the room. The fiery Beverly staggers after him.
Your hair is winter fire.
Interior Derry High School halls continuous. Ben runs down the hall, the flaming Beverly cackling behind him.
January embers.
Ben reaches the front door, which has been chained shut.
My heart burns there too.
The light of the fire is getting closer. Ben looks down in a hallway and sees his locker covered with insults. He rushes over it and quickly puts it in the combination. The door clicks open and Ben hides inside. Interior Ben's locker continuous. Ben breathes heavy, looking through the metal slates. Nothing's coming. He sees a small piece of paper tucked into the door and pulls it out. It's a page of his yearbook that Beverly signed. He leans back in the locker and breathes a sigh of relief.
That's not the real Beverly. Beverly would never say anything like that. She'd never say that.
He pulls himself forward and looks through the slates again. Nothing is coming. He leans back. Pennywise right behind him. Ben sees the clown and screams.
Kiss me, fat boy.
Pennywise surges towards him as Ben falls out of the locker room to the floor. Pennywise slaps his hands against the other lockers to pull itself out.
Nobody wants to kiss the fat boy.
Ben crawls backwards.
Just leave me alone.
Alone? You've always been alone.
That's not true. I have real friends. Bill, Eddie, Mike, Stanley, Richie, Beverly, they're my real friends.
Kiss me as if it were the last time.
Pennywise's yellow eyes glow out of the shadows. Then he springs forward, teeth bared. Ben rushes to his feet and runs down the hall, accidentally colliding with the janitor.
What the hell are you doing, kid?
Ben looks back, and Pennywise is gone. Interior Derry High School halls day. Ben, fully grown, looks down the hall, breathing hard. He shakes off the fear and walks away. Interior Derry townhouse day. Beverly sits on the stairs reading the poem. The door opens, and in walks Ben.
Guys?
Hey.
Hey. So, what did you see out there?
Something I wish I hadn't.
Ben joins her on the stairs.
So what? We kill it and then we just forget everything again?
I hope so, don't you?
I don't know. I guess I want to hold on to the good stuff, you know? Come on, there must be something from the past that you don't want to forget again.
I remember being scared shitless.
Oh,
I remember you guys in your tidy whities.
okay, please forget that moment.
I remember this.
She holds up the poem.
I remember the boy who wrote it for me. Not him so much, but how he made me feel.
She smiles.
And a kiss.
Ben smiles too.
I don't know, it's so blurry, but I think the longer we're here, the more I can see it, the more I can see that moment, the more I can see Bill.
That one name crushes Ben.
I think, I don't know. Do you remember?
Bev,
The door opens and in walks Richie. He walks through them and up the stairs.
Move, move.
What's wrong?
I'm leaving.
what? You can't leave, man. We split, we all die.
Yeah, I'll take my chances. We're gonna die anyway.
Rich,
Ben turns back to Beverly. After a beat, he follows Richie.
Rich,
Exterior Derry main drag day. A parade is going down the street. A beaver is sitting on the main float.
hey kids, it's Burrow the Beaver. Come on down. It's the last day of the festival here at Canal Days.
Eddie walks down the sidewalk, getting tangled in a mess of balloons.
Ah, asshole!
He sees the pharmacy across the street and heads to it. Interior pharmacy day. He walks up to the top counter, back at a subtle director's cameo, and rings the bell.
Hello?
Eddie stops as he sees Mr. Keene, looking as aged as ever. Mr. Keene turns and sees Eddie, puttering over to him.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I called in. I had a prescription called in for a Kaspbrak.
Kaspbrak?
It's an inhaler.
Eddie Kaspbrak?
That's me.
I remember you.
Yeah.
How's your mom?
Oh, she died a few years ago. It's very sad. It's from liver cancer.
What's that?
Mr. Keene points to Eddie's face.
What's what?
That.
Mr. Keene pokes a mole on Eddie's cheek before manhandling it between his old fingers.
All right. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mr. Keene grunts with effort.
No, it's not gonna pop. It's a mole.
It might not be cancer,
Cancer?
but it might be.
Mr. Keene pats the side of Eddie's face.
You just stay here, I'll get you something.
Okay.
With that weird ass interaction, Eddie remembers Interior Pharmacy, 1989. Young Eddie walks up to the counter.
You came here for your stinky breath pills?
My breath is fine. Thank you.
Gretta puts her magazine down.
That's not what my dad said. He said you have a tumor on your dick.
Eddie laughs as Gretta puts a pharmacy bag in front of Eddie.
You don't take pills for. Wait, what did your dad say?
There you go. I hope your dick feels better.
Eddie looks down at his dick, self-conscious.
Thank you.
He turns to walk away.
For the inhaler, not for the penis thing.
Eddie stops hearing his mother yelling for him before he can move again.
That's Kersh. Ma?
He turns and sees an open door leading down to the basement. And he bumps into a stack of pharmacy bins and screams incredibly jumpy.
Mommy?
He looks down at the dark stairs. Interior pharmacy basement continuous. Eddie makes his way down the stairs. He gags at the smell and pulls out his inhaler, inhaling deeply. He sees all kinds of weird things in jars all around him.
Eddie!
Mommy?
Eddie! Eddie, help me! Quick, help me!
Eddie sees a shadow at the end of the room, hidden behind a large plastic sheet.
Mommy?
Eddie Bear, come quick! Quick!
Eddie walks past a rack of dirty needles, then hears a crunch of broken glass beneath his feet. He realizes he's walking on the broken syringes. He staggers into a rack of blood bags, which swing at him. Eddie falls to the floor, surrounded by sickness. He screams.
Eddie! Eddie? What is taking you so long?
He pulls back the plastic curtain to reveal Mrs. Kaspbrak strapped down to a metal table.
Mommy?
He's coming! You gotta get me out of here!
Who's coming?
Eddie!
They hear a rustling from the other side of the room and look up to see a figure chained to the wall.
What the fuck is that?
The figure shakes.
Mommy?
You gotta get me out of here!
Eddie struggles with the straps holding her down.
He's coming! He's gonna kill me! Eddie!
The figure steps into the light covered with a sheet.
Help! Please help me! He's gonna infect me!
The figure walks on a leash towards them.
Eddie, he's gonna infect me! Eddie, help me! Help me! Eddie! He's coming! Eddie! Eddie, Eddie!
Eddie manages to get to the first strap off.
Infect me, Eddie!
The figure snarls beneath the sheet. Eddie screams.
Oh my god, Eddie! Bring your fucking hurry up already!
The figure surges forward, the sheet falling off, revealing a disgusting leper. Eddie screams.
Ah!
Eddie!
The leper reaches for them, barely restrained by the chain holding it to the wall. Eddie manages to get another strap loose.
I can't do it.
Eddie!
Sorry, I can't do it.
Eddie backs away as the leper gets closer to Mrs. Kaspbrak.
I knew you would leave me, Eddie!
They both scream as the leper breaks its restraints and shoves its tongue down Mrs. Kaspbrak's throat. Eddie runs away past himself. Interior pharmacy basement day. Grown, Eddie looks at the empty room.
What's all this shit doing here? Why is that curtain still there? Okay, all right, I can do this ads. It's just a memory. It's just memory. Fine.
He crosses to the curtain.
Deep breath. Deep breath. Okay. You're gonna do it?
He pulls open the curtain, but there's nothing there. He breathes a sigh of relief, but as he turns, he comes face to face with the leper, snarling and filled with disease.
Shit! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
The leper grabs his face and tries to pull into a kiss. Eddie struggles, shoving his finger through the eye of the leper. Eddie's hands rest around the leper's throat, and he realizes Eddie grips tighter, choking the life from the leper. He forces the leper back, hands still around its throat. He feels the life draining from it.
That's right. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Eddie screams as the leper vomits a geyser of goo directly into Eddie's mouth. After a few moments, Eddie is covered in his black ooze. He swipes as much from his face as he can before noticing the leper is gone.
The fuck?
He rushes back upstairs. Interior pharmacy moments later, Eddie reaches the door and pulls frantically, but it won't open. Gretta, grown and still looking just as much of a bitch, stands there.
What?
Push, don't pull, you moron.
Oh. Thanks.
He pushes the door back and leaves. Exterior Derry. Street day. Bill rides his bike past the old mob killing mural, racing back to the townhouse. Interior Derry townhouse moments later. Beverly comes down the stairs as Eddie walks in. Remnants of the goo still all over him.
Oh my God, what happened to you?
Nothing. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Eddie heads upstairs as Bill enters.
Hey, how you doing? Where's everyone else?
Richie wants to leave. Ben's upstairs trying to get him to stay.
Eddie's just scared.
So am I, Bill. Aren't you? We're all scared.
Bill gives Beverly a hug.
So it worries me. Because that's what it wants.
We can do this. We have to stick together.
They linger in the hug for a beat too long. Exterior riverbank, 1989. Young Bill leans in and kisses Beverly. Interior Derry townhouse day. Bill kisses Beverly. They pull apart and Bill looks at Beverly. They are interrupted by a clattering sound on the stairs. They look up and a skateboard comes down to the stairs.
Should we be running?
This is Derry. I'm kind of getting used to it.
The skateboard reaches to the bottom of the stairs and comes to a stop. Blood seems to start dripping upwards away from the board. Bill grabs the coat rack and inches towards the board. Bill hits the board before flipping it over. Across the bottom, written in blood, are the words, "Won't be there for him either."
What does that mean?
Bill tosses the coat rack aside.
Shit. It's the kid.
What?
It's the kid from the place, the Chinese place. I saw him on the way here. He lives in my old house. He's going to the fair.
Bill stops and breathes for a moment.
He's going to the fair. I gotta help him.
Okay, listen to me. We'll go together. I'm gonna get Richie and Ben and we'll go.
There's no time. I can't let it happen again.
What happened before wasn't your fault. None of it was.
I wish that were true, Bev.
Bill pushes past her and leaves the townhouse.
Bill, Bev,
Ben comes rushing down the stairs.
what is this? What happened?
Oh,
Did Bill just leave?
I couldn't stop him. Everybody's leaving.
It's all right. It's Bill. He'll be back. He'll come back. Well, at least I got Richie to stay.
Exterior Derry townhouse. Moments later, Richie pushes open the back door and runs down the stairs, bag in hand.
Oh.
Richie hurries to his car and drives away, missing the Trans Am idling in the lot. Interior Derry townhouse day. Eddie is cleaning his face off in the sink.
Oh, and then the leper he threw up all over me and hey, it's Mike Hanlon, why don't you come back to me?
Eddie closes the mirror and sees Bowers standing behind him.
It's your time, Eddie.
Bowers surges forward and stabs Eddie in the cheek with his knife.
What?
Bowers starts laughing like a wild man.
Why did you do that?
Because he says it's your time.
Who says it's my time?
Eddie laughs nervously.
You know, Eddie, it's time to float.
Eddie steps back and into the bathtub. They both laugh Eddie out of nerves more than anything. Eddie pulls the shower curtain closed.
Where'd he go?
Bowers steps towards the tub.
Now give me back my fucking knife!
The curtain moves forward and sticks into Bowers' chest, held there by his knife. Bowers staggers back, taking the curtain with him. Eddie stands there, dumbfounded. Eddie shuffles out of the room, staying as far away from Bowers as he can.
You should cut that fucking mullet. It's been like 30 years, man.
Bowers groans.
Guys?
Ben and Beverly look up the stairs.
Oh, shit.
They rush up.
Eds?
Beverly screams.
Jesus, Eds, what the hell?
Bowers in my room.
Oh my god.
They hear the sound of glass shattering.
It's bad.
No.
Ben rushes towards the sound. He reaches the bathroom and there's no one there. Ben looks on the broken window and sees Bowers on the street pulling the knife from his chest.
I'm gonna carve my own name onto his cottage cheese.
Bowers sees Ben looking down at him, blows him a kiss, and walks off laughing.
One down. Fuck yeah!
Bowers drives off exterior Derry Street. Minutes later, Bill races on his bike down the street towards the carnival. He jumps off the bike and starts pushing his way through the crowd. Exterior Derry Carnival continuous. Bill runs around, unable to see Dean. After a moment, he sees him.
Hey, kid!
Bill takes off after Dean, who disappears into the fun house.
Kid! Excuse me. Hey!
Bill pushes past the attendant and looks into the funhouse. Interior funhouse moments later. After barely making it through the revolving entrance, Bill reaches a black light hallway full of swinging clowns. He gets slammed into a wall by one of them.
Fuck!
The clown laughter echoes down the hall. Bill then finds himself in the mirror maze. The lights flicker as Bill reaches out his hands, struggling to see what is and isn't a wall. He sees Dean.
Kid! Hey, kid!
He hurries forward and hits a wall.
Oh, fuck!
Bill struggles to find which way he can go, and as he turns his back on where Dean just was, Pennywise slicks by.
Kid? Hey!
The walls start getting tighter and tighter as Bill struggles to squeeze through. Bill hits another wall, missing Pennywise standing behind him.
Kid! Hey, kid!
Bill rushes towards Dean, but is stopped by another wall.
Fuck!
Dean turns and sees Bill, startled.
Shit! Hey!
What are you doing here?
Hey, no, I'm here to help.
Stop following me.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
Bill stops as he sees what's behind Dean. Dean turns on the sound of squeaking on the glass. He sees Pennywise licking the glass with a large tongue.
No. Please.
Dean whimpers.
I'm here this time. Just take me.
Pennywise bounces his head off the glass with a chuckle, then again and again.
Son of a bitch.
Pennywise laughs harder as he keeps hitting his head into the glass. Bill kicks at the wall on his side, both of them trying to get to the Dean first. The glass on Pennywise's side starts to splinter and Dean screams. Bill isn't even making a dent.
Help! Help!
Pennywise is hitting the glass so hard his face is flattening, but it doesn't stop him at all. After several sickening cracks, Pennywise stops, smiling at Dean with a mouth full of razor-sharp teeth. Pennywise winds back up one more time and slams his head through the glass and into the chamber with Dean, eating the young boy. Blood splatters up onto the wall in front of them. The lights flicker, and all Bill can see is his own reflection. Exterior. Derry Street. Moments later, Richie drives through the town.
I should go back there. I just fucking left them in the lurch, man. I should go back there. What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck that. Fuck them. I got dates in fucking Reno, man.
Richie drives past the synagogue and stops. Interior Synagogue, 1989. Stanley recites a prayer at his bar mitzvah. Reflecting on the meaning of what I just read, the word leshnat comes up a lot, which means to change, to transform. Richie watches Stanley on the stage. Which makes sense, I guess, because today I'm supposed to become a man. As Stan speaks, the other losers are all over town, hide precious things. Beverly tucks away the poem and then tucks in her dad. It's funny though. Everyone thinks that it has some memories they're prouder of than other, right? Eddie's medication sits on the ground, a timer beeping. And maybe that's why change is so scary, because the things that we wish we could leave behind. Mike drops off a delivery at the butcher.
Good morning, Mike.
How you doing?
The whispers we wish we could silence.
Is Paul's the one that set that fire?
Mike tries not to hear them. Bill sleeps dreaming of Georgie. The nightmare we most want to wake up from. Ben walks away from Bill and Beverly crying. The memories we wish we could change. On the bridge, Richie carves initials into the wood, R plus, and we don't see the rest. The secrets we feel like we still have to keep are the hardest to walk away from. Interior, the Capitol Theater, the losers cluster together into an old photo booth. The good stuff, the picture in our mind that fades away the fastest. Those pictures of you, it feels the easiest to lose. Maybe I don't want to forget. Interior Synagogue, 1989, stands on the stage. Maybe if that's what today is all about, forget it, right? Stan's dad tries to take the mic back from him.
Thank you, Stanley.
Today I'm supposed to become a man, but I don't feel any different. Stan rushes away from his dad, quickly reaching the end of the mic cord. Stan turns to face his dad. I know I'm a loser. And no matter what, I always fucking will be. The crowd gasps as Stan drops the mic. Richie stands and applauds a beat before his mom stops him. Interior Synagogue Day. Adult Richie stands in the same place, remembering.
Thanks for showing up, Stanley.
Interior Derry Library night. Mike looks out the window, waiting for the rest of the losers to arrive. As he walks through one of the racks, a book falls off the shelf. Mike steps back and picks it up. The book fell open to a page about his parents' death. The headline reads, "Two crackheads die in a fire." He hears the screams and can't help but remember their hands struggling at the door. He closes the book and just barely has time to recognize Bowers charging towards him with his knife raised. Mike catches Bowers and tosses him through a display rack of Native American artifacts. Mike notices Bowers dropped his knife and they both clamber for it. Bowers punches Mike in the dick before knocking him to the floor. Bowers laughs and picks up his knife. He points to the blade at Mike.
You should have burned Mike.
Bowers dives at Mike, punching him and struggling to drive the knife through Mike's face.
Just like your druggy parents. Can you see them yet?
Bowers laughs.
Like dried fucking.
Thunk. Bowers stops and falls forward. A Native American hatchet embedded into his skull. Richie stands behind him.
Yes, you could say that was long overdue. Get it? Because we're in a library. No.
Richie retaches. Richie vomits all over the floor.
Mike?
Hey,
Hey, oh my god.
Beverly screams as she sees Bowers' dead body.
you all right?
Not all right. I just fucking killed a guy.
I was talking to Mike.
Where's Bill?
Exterior Derry Carnival night. Bill walks through the carnival in his own head. His phone rings.
Bill, we're all at the library.
He took the little kid, Mike. He took the little kid right in fucking front of me.
No. Just look. Just come here to the library. We can talk about the plan.
I'm gonna go kill it.
No.
I don't want any more of you to get killed with me.
Bill. Bill.
Bill hangs up and jumps on his bike. Exterior Derry Library continuous. Mike turns to the remaining losers.
He's going to fight it alone.
What?
Alone. It's about the group. The ritual doesn't work without the group.
Mike puts down the leather urn and table, and Richie notices one of the sides is all scratched out.
Doing it together is why it'd work.
Mike takes the urn back.
Mike, did he tell you where he was going?
If he really wanted to kill Pennywise, there's only one place he'll go.
Same place the ritual needs to be performed.
Oh, we're not gonna like this, are we?
Look.
Exterior Nailbot Street night. Bill rides up to the house on Nailbot, looking even more over. Nybalt, looking even more over. I like the overgrown and run down when they were kids. Bill charges up the front door, and as thunder rumbles overhead, Bill breathes heavily as he steps onto the porch before Bill can step inside.
Bill.
The losers arrive.
No, you guys know I started all this. It's my fault that you're all here. This curse, this fucking thing that's inside you all. It started growing the day that I made you go down to the Barrens because all I cared about was finding Georgie. Now I'm going to go in there and I don't know what's going to happen, but I can't ask you to do this.
Beverly bends down and picks up a wrought iron fence post.
Well, we're not asking you either.
Bev.
We didn't do it alone then, Bill, so we're not going to do this alone now.
Losers stick together.
They stand together for a beat.
So, does somebody want to say something?
Richie said it best when we were here last.
I did? I don't want to die?
Not that.
You're lucky we're not measuring dicks?
Ben and Beverly give him a look.
No.
Let's kill this fucking clown?
Bill smiles. Richie nods confidence. Bill.
Let's kill this fucking clown.
Interior Nybalt house. Moments later, the losers walk through the house. Their Nybalt house. Moments later, the losers walk through the house.
It's in the trash, babe.
Interior Nybalt house. Moments later. You're welcome. The losers walk through the house. Flashlights trailing along the walls. Burning sludge seems to be trailing down the stairs.
Well, I love what he has done with the place.
Beep beep, Richie.
All right.
Bill pushes into the kitchen, followed by Richie and Eddie.
Hey, that's the basement, right?
Bill looks down the stairs. Back in the living room, Ben suddenly groans in pain.
Ben?
The door to the kitchen slams, separating the group.
No.
Hey, Ben?
Ben!
Interior. Nybalt house, living room. Yes. Oh my god. Interior Nybalt house, living room continuous.
Ben, what's wrong?
Ben sees blood pooling through his shirt. Interior Nybalt house, kitchen continuous.
Ben?
Okay, Eddie, all right.
The fridge behind them rattles.
Okay, that can't be good, right?
Tyranny Bolt House living room continuous. Ben lifts his shirt and sees letters being carved into it, but an unseen force.
Help! Hey!
Tyranny Bolt House night continuous. Bill, Eddie, and Richie look at the fridge as the door pops open.
Nah.
Inside is the unfolded corpse of young Stanley. Stan looks up at him.
Stan.
Dear Neighbolt House, living room continuous. The word home has been carved and the words aren't stopping.
It can't be real.
Dear Neighbolt House, kitchen continuous. Stan screams, followed by Richie. Stan's head rolls out of the fridge and across the kitchen floor.
Oh, God.
Shit!
The heads come to a stop and look at the three of them. Eddie stands against the wall, hyperventilating. I'd still be alive if it wasn't for you, Bill.
No.
Dear Neighbolt House, living room, home, at last. Mike looks up at the mirror.
Beverly?
They look into the mirror and see Pennywise in the reflection carrying the words. Pennywise then puts the knife to Ben's throat and starts to slowly drag it across. Beverly jumps up and smashes the mirror. Ben's wounds are suddenly gone. Interior Neighbolt House, kitchen, continuous. Stan's head twitches. Richie, what's happening to me? Stan groans and bug legs start bursting from his face. Each leg and arm with a tiny hand. One leg even bursts from Stan's eye.
That'd be fucking kidding.
Stan head laughs before racing across the floor, sharp, fanged teeth biting after Richie, Eddie, and Bill.
Oh, God damn it. Get away from me. Oh, God.
Eddie kicks the head across the room. The head snarls and leaps at Bill, who barely makes it out of the way. He smacks it with Bill's flashlight through a small window. They look around. The head is gone. Eddie is standing in the corner, petrified.
Hey, are you okay?
A large strand of drool drips on between. A large strand of drool drips down between them. Richie looks up and sees Stan's head in the rafters, smiling wide.
Oh, there he is.
Stan's head drops down now onto Richie's face. Bill struggles to pull Stan off Richie.
Get it off! Get it off of me!
Neighbolt House, living room, continuous. Beverly, Ben, and Mike rush for the kitchen.
Richie.
Richie, hey!
They hit the door, trying to get inside. Interior Neighbolt House, kitchen, continuous. Stan continues snapping at Richie's face. Bill Strand's trying to pull Stan away.
Right.
I want to go home.
Get the knife! God damn it, Eddie, get the knife!
Bill, get it off of me! Bill, quick!
Eddie stands too scared to move.
Eddie, get the knife!
After a few moments of Stan snapping at Richie, the knife digs into his head, wielded by Ben. Ben stands his head 8 more times for a good measure. The head's blood floats upwards. Bill finally pulls Stan's head. The rest of the losers join them in the kitchen.
What?
Bill chucks the head across the room. The head pulls itself to its bug feet and crawls out of the room, laughing.
Is everybody okay?
Richie coughs up from the goo dripped all over his face.
You all right?
Bill stands and turns to face Eddie. He rushes at him and grabs him by the collar.
He could have fucking died, you know that, right?
I can't see.
Beverly puts his glasses back on.
Georgie's dead, the kid's dead, Stanley's dead. You want Richie too? You want Richie too?
I don't want Richie too. I don't. Please don't be mad, Bill. I was just scared.
Bill looks at him for a moment.
It's what he wants, right? Don't give it to him.
Bill lets go of Eddie's collar. Eddie nods, still trying to slow his breathing. To your Neighbolt House, basement, Moments later, they come down the stairs and see the well framed by a single beam of sunlight.
A lot of memories, huh? All bad.
Interior Derry sewers. Minutes later, the losers walk through the tunnels.
Man, gray water.
They walk through the standing water, trying to remember and find the right passage. After a few moments, they find the large chamber where they first fought Pennywise.
Shit. This is it. This is where it happened.
Mike pulls off his bag and leans them forward to a large structure. Something floats towards Eddie. The soggy teddy bear. Beverly pushes it aside as they climb onto the structure one by one.
Off screen.
Beverly turns the sound. The tunnel behind them is empty. Ben notices Beverly lagging behind.
Ev, what is it?
I thought I heard something.
Miss Kersh pops out of the water and grabs Beverly.
Ev!
Time to sink.
Mrs. Kersh laughs as she drags Beverly under the water. They all jump off the structure and dive in after her.
Bev,
All but Eddie, he sits on the structure.
Guys, come on.
Eddie stares at the water, scared and alone.
You guys, come on. Please. Come on, I don't want to walk out of here alone.
They break the surface of the water, pulling Beverly up. Eddie laughs in relief.
You okay?
Beverly wipes the water from her face.
I feel like I'm crying.
As she looks at the structure.
Mike, where do we go from here?
Mike takes them on the structure. They circle a trapdoor on its surface.
in the depths is where it's crept. In the beneath to find belief. In the depth is where it's crept. In the beneath to find belief.
You okay?
I think at this point that's a relative question.
What's on the other side?
Oh no. No one does.
Mike pulls open the trapdoor.
Whoa.
Mike.
Mike casts his flashlight down the trapdoor, illuminating a large tunnel. He sits, prepared to climb down.
Mike, don't.
All right. See you down there.
Mike!
Mike drops down the hole, starting his climb down.
Stay together.
Okay.
They all climb down after him. Eddie lingers behind.
Guys, I can't do it.
Richie looks at him.
I can't. You saw what had happened up there. I was gonna let you die. I fucking froze up. If you let me go down there with you, I'm gonna get us killed.
He takes a pull from his inhaler. Richie steps forward and grabs the inhaler.
Hey, give me that.
Richie!
Give me that. Let go, you little perv.
Eddie even tries to spray the inhaler into his mouth from Richie's grip. Richie flashes his light into Eddie's face.
Stop. Listen to me. You had a moment. Fine. But who killed a psychotic clown before he was 14?
Me.
Who stabbed Bowers with a knife he pulled out of his own face?
Also me.
Who married a woman 10 times his own body mass?
Eddie thinks a beat.
Me?
Yeah, you're braver than you think.
All right. Thanks, Rich.
Richie pats the side of his face, hitting the cheek bandage.
Ow!
Sorry.
They turn back to the tunnel below.
Here.
Beverly hands him the wrought iron pole.
Take it. Kills monsters.
Does it?
Yeah. If you believe it does.
Thanks, Bev.
They descend down the tunnel. Interior, the underneath moments later. The losers come up through the tunnels.
You guys good?
Yeah.
They climb through a small crack in the wall.
Can you get through that?
Yeah, this way. It's in here.
Bill climbs after Mike before turning his light back.
Look through here. It's tight, but we can get through.
The losers gather in a large stone chamber. A large, sharp burst of rock into the middle of the room. It's as if the ground is splashed up and froze in place.
This is where
What?
it hid.
Eddie trips over a human skull. Richie aims his flashlight up and they see a large hole in the ceiling.
So all this has been under Derry, like, forever?
Not forever. Just a few million years.
Beverly notices water dripping upwards of the large rock structure. They gather in the middle of the stone and Mike puts down the leather vessel.
It can only be attacked in its true form. The ritual shows us that.
And what is its true form?
Hope it's a puppy, like a Pomeranian or. I'll shut up.
It's a light. A light that must be snuffed out by darkness.
Mike pours lighter fluid into the vessel before dropping a match after it.
Your artifacts. Place them in the fire. The past must burn with the present.
Beverly pulls out the poem. Ben pulls his memory out of his wallet. Bill holds up the paper boat.
It's the boat that I built with Georgie.
Bill drops it.
It's my inhaler.
Eddie takes one last drag off it before dropping it into the fire.
Dude.
Something that I wish I held on to.
She drops the poem into the flames.
The page from my yearbook that only one person signed. I probably should have forgotten it, but I couldn't because I kept it in my wallet for 27 years.
Beverly looks at him as Ben drops into the fire.
This is a token from the Capitol Theater.
Richie drops it in.
What, an actual token?
Yeah, man. That's what I thought we were supposed to do, asshole.
You have any idea how long that's gonna take to burn?
Yeah, but so is your inhaler, dude.
Guys, come on.
All the toxic fumes and the plastic and shit, so.
Mike holds up a small rock still stained with blood.
Look closely, Bev. You see it?
She nods.
That's where you hit ours.
The rock fight.
Bill smiles.
The day these bonds were forged.
Not gonna burn either.
Mike tosses it in.
Oh, wait.
Eddie pulls out the shower cap from the safe house. Richie nods.
Couldn't forget about Stan. Again.
Eddie drops the cap into the fire.
Okay. Grab hands.
They do.
Come on. The ritual of Chud. It's a battle of wills. The first step is our reunion. The second was the gathering of tokens. This is the final step.
The fire goes out.
What the?
They look up and see the roof of the cave open up and 3 deadlights float down.
Fuck is that?
Don't look at them.
The deadlights?
Don't look at them.
Hey!
Turn light into darkness. Turn light into dark. Turn light into dark. Say it.
Like what?
Say it.
Turn
Turn
light.
light into dark.
Dark.
They all chant as Mike begins in a native language.
Turn light into
Light,
dark.
Light
Dark.
into dark.
Turn light into dark.
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 The deadlights float down towards the vest.
Turn light into
Light,
dark.
dark.
Turn light into
Light,
dark.
dark.
Mike continues chanting.
Turn
light.
light into
Light,
dark.
dark.
Turn light into
Light,
dark.
Light
dark.
into dark. Turn light.
Turn light into dark. Mike, what's happening, man?
Turn light into dark.
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 Chanting.
Turn
Turn
light,
light
Turn
into
light
dark.
into dark.
The lights descend into the vessel. Mike surges forward and tries to put the lid on the vessel.
Turn light into dark. Turn light into dark. Is it working? Did we do it?
The box creaks. The lid is suddenly being pushed off by a large inflating balloon.
What is this? Is this part of it?
Mike, is this supposed to be happening?
What? No, no, no!
Keep chanting.
What?
Keep chanting.
Turn
Turn
light.
light into dark.
Turn
Turn
light.
light into dark.
Dark.
The balloon inflates even bigger.
Come on.
Turn light into
Into
dark.
Into dark.
Turn light into dark.
Light into dark.
The balloon inflates too big for Mike to hold down, and it pushes him back. The inner chamber where they are standing is slowly filling with the balloon.
Hey, hey,
The balloon grows to fill with the rocks splashed until it is cut open on the sharp edges and pops. The force knocks the losers to the ground. They can't hear anything but a high-pitched ringing. Ben crawls towards Beverly.
Bev.
Richie,
you all okay?
Can't hear shit.
He's okay.
Are you all right?
Yeah. No.
Wait, where's Mike?
Mike.
I'm here.
Guys,
Did we do it? Did we do it? Yeah? Did we do it?
we put the tokens in the thing. That's good, right?
We did it, right?
Beverly aims her flashlight up and sees a gigantic Pennywise.
Oh shit!
Oh, did it work, Mikey? Did it work?
Pennywise crackles.
Tell them why your silly little ritual didn't work. Tell them it's all just a, what's the word, Eddie? Gazebo?
Mike, what's he talking about?
What, Mikey?
Oh, Mikey, you never showed them the fourth side, did you?
Pennywise laughs.
Didn't want them to know what actually happened to the poor Shokopiwa. Yum, 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 yum.
Interior Mike's study night. Mike looks at the leather, getting a vision of the Shakapoa being decimated by falling tendrils that burst from the vessel. Mike takes a knife and carves that side of the vessel to ribbons. Interior, the underneath night.
Fuck, Mikey, you lied to us again.
No, but they didn't believe. They didn't believe they could kill it. That's why it didn't work back then.
Are you fucking kidding me, Mike?
We hurt him.
Fuck!
Trusted you, Mikey.
I needed something, anything for us to remember, anything for us to believe.
Fuck!
Damn it.
Pennywise laughs. The dead lights burst from the vessel and fly into the air. They burst into a stormy cloud.
the deadlights, don't look at them.
They all shield their eyes. Pennywise eyes the losers.
For 27 years I dreamt of you. I craved you. Oh, I've missed you.
Pennywise laughs as he crawls from the stone. His bottom is more skin to a giant spider than man. The losers run.
Mike, move back.
Waiting for this very moment.
Pennywise stares down Mike.
Mikey, you gotta move, Mikey.
Sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Mike, come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Time to float.
Pennywise lifts a large hand which splits into a dozen other hands and is replaced by a giant claw. They all gasp.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
Pennywise strikes as Bill tackles Mike out of the way.
Mike, come on, get up. Get him up.
Go.
Run.
Oh, shit.
Run, go.
Pennywise gives chase as the losers run. Pennywise laughs as he shatters stone all around them.
Go.
The losers split up, each hiding in separate smaller caves. Bill dives for cover, falling into water as Pennywise bites after him. Bill falls through the water. He comes to the surface, stuck beneath a barrier of ice. Ben and Beverly rush through a tunnel.
Go.
Beverly and Ben reach a dead end. They turn and see Pennywise is gone.
Where'd he go?
Don't worry. We'll find a way out.
Bill struggles to hold his breath, but sees an opening a few feet away from him. Bill swims frantically for it. Interior Bill's basement day. Bill bursts through the water and finding himself in his flooded childhood basement. Interior the underneath night. Richie and Eddie stand in a high cave looking down on Pennywise.
Oh, shit.
Can you see us?
Pennywise turns and looks directly at them.
Oh, God!
Ah!
They run to a tunnel. Pennywise claws slamming down the passage after them. They come to another dead end.
Shit, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
They stand in front of 3 doors, scary, very scary, and not scary at all.
Trapped.
Where do we go?
The ground rumbles beneath Ben and Beverly's feet. Ben is suddenly yanked back through a little lit passage, as is Beverly. Interior nightmare bathroom day. Beverly falls along a long row of stalls and finds herself sitting in a bathroom stall. As the door closes behind her, it rattles as if people are trying to get in. Interior nightmare clubhouse day. Ben falls until he lands in the old clubhouse. Interior the underneath night.
Damn it.
All right, not scary at all, right?
No.
Wait, why?
They're flipped. He's fucking with us.
Are you sure? Positive?
Trust me.
Trust?
Yes.
Okay.
They open the very scary door.
Where's my shoe?
Richie turns on the light and sees nothing behind the door. After a beat, a pair of severed legs comes down dancing into the light. Richie screams and slams the door.
What the fuck? You told me to trust you!
The biting tentacle of Pennywise grows closer.
He's not fucking with us. Let's go, not scary at all.
Okay.
They open the door to seemingly empty passage.
It's all right. Let's go.
They take a step and notice there's something blocking their path. A Pomeranian.
Oh shit.
No way I'm falling for this shit again.
Oh yeah. That thing's a fucking monster.
Gee, make it sit.
I know your moves, you little bitch.
They look down at the passage, hearing Pennywise drawing closer, but they can't see the tendrils anymore.
He's gone.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, okay.
They turn back to the dog.
Sit.
The Pomeranian sits.
You did it.
That's cute.
That's a good boy.
That's actually super cute.
That's a good boy. Are you a good boy?
Good boy.
The dog suddenly shifts into a horrifying roadkill creature. They scream as the dog beats their lungs for them, and they slam the door.
Shit.
They go running back down the passage.
Yo, next time, we just go with right. You are scary.
Next time?
Here, Bill's basement day. Bill hears footsteps coming down the stairs. He turns and sees Bill his younger self.
I lost it, Billy.
Bill turns and sees Georgie standing in the water.
It just floated off.
I'm not mad at you.
It's your fault what happened, isn't it? You weren't really sick that morning, were you?
No. I just pretended because I didn't want to play with you. I just didn't want to.
You lied and I died. 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 You lied and I died.
It happened because of me, Georgie. Me. No, it was...
Bill stops and notices his hand it up in the back of Georgie's liquor. Working him like a puppet. Georgie turns back to face Bill, his whole face decayed.
Lied and died. Lied and died. Lied and died.
Bill grabs Georgie's face and pushes him under the water.
You lied and died.
Georgie struggles against Bill's grip, but eventually the bubbles stop. Bill breathes shakily. Interior nightmare bathroom day. Beverly tries to unlock the door to no avail. There's a pounding on the door. Interior nightmare clubhouse day. Ben looks around as the walls rattle and the clubhouse begins filling with earth. Interior nightmare bathroom day. The door is pushed open by Gretta.
You in there, you little shit? I can smell you.
The door slams, then is pushed by Mr. Keene.
Smell just like Lois Lane.
slaps again, only to be pushed open by Bowers.
Here's Johnny!
Beverly falls to the floor, plunging his ears. The voices laugh sincerely. Beverly hears a rumbling. Suddenly, the bathroom stall starts filling with blood. Interior Nightmare Clubhouse Day. More dirt rushes in. Interior Nightmare Bathroom Day. Beverly struggles to get to the stall door open as the stall fills. Interior Nightmare Clubhouse Day. The dirt reaches Ben's waist. Interior Nightmare Bathroom Day. Blood floods from the toilet as Beverly stands on it, getting above the filling blood. Interior Nightmare Clubhouse Day. Ben is nearly overwhelmed with dirt as Pennywise steps to the opening above him.
All that success, all those sit-ups, but deep down, still just a little fatty loser.
Pennywise laughs.
Always knew you would die alone.
Pennywise slams shut the trapdoor, leaving Ben in darkness.
No!
Interior Nightmare Bathroom Day. The faces outside keep trying to break in, shifting between angry faces.
Slut. Bev!
Interior Night Clubhouse Day. Ben can hear Beverly screaming for help.
Beverly!
Interior Nightmare Bathroom Day. The door to the stall is pushed open again by Mr. Marsh.
Heavy, just open the door for me, okay?
Interior Nightmare Clubhouse Day.
Beverly, can you hear me?
Nightmare Bathroom Day.
I'm the daddy now.
Interior Nightmare Clubhouse Day.
Bev, don't listen.
Interior Nightmare Bathroom Day. Beverly slips beneath the blood. Interior Nightmare Clubhouse Day.
Bev!
Interior Nightmare Bathroom Day. Beverly bursts up, struggling to breathe.
Still my little girl, Bevy.
Interior Nightmare Clubhouse Day. The dirt is burying Ben alive.
Beverly, I love you.
Interior Nightmare Bathroom Day.
Ben?
Still my little girl, Bevy? Are you still my little girl?
Not anymore.
Beverly grabs the sidewalls and kicks the door with all her might, searing Mr. Marsh's fingers.
Severing
Mr. Marsh's fingers.
You little...
Interior Nightmare Clubhouse Day. Ben is slowly slipping beneath the surface.
Your hair is winter fire. January embers. My heart.
The dirt overtakes Ben. Interior Nightmare Bathroom Day. Beverly kicks the door again with a mighty kick. The door breaks right open into Ben's nightmare. Beverly now stands at the trap door.
Ben!
She reaches a hand down to help him free. She grabs him and pulls Ben from the dirt into the underneath night. Ben and Beverly fall to the ground.
January embers.
My heart burns there too.
It was you.
They hear Pennywise whooping from the main chamber. Interior Bill's basement. Young Bill walks down the stairs towards Bill. Young Bill loads the punch gun and aims it at Bill.
We deserve to die. No, you were the best big brother there ever was. No, we killed our little brother. Shh. He loved you. Just because you didn't want to play on a rainy day just one time, that doesn't make it
Young Bill pulls the trigger, but nothing happens. Young Bill laughs as he loads the gun again and pulls the trigger again. Nothing happens. Bill takes the gun from his younger hands.
And it never ever did.
He pushes the punch gun to his younger self's head and pulls the trigger. The piston punches out and into young Bill's forehead. Young Bill looks back at Bill's eyes, now yellow and sickly teeth sprouting from his mouth. Young Bill dives at Bill, but Bill jumps beneath the water and swims away. He bursts back through the water interior, the underneath night. Bill breaks the surface and takes a deep breath. Bill clambers out of the water and rolls onto the rocks.
Bill.
Mike steps out from behind his hiding rock and comes face to face with Pennywise.
Miss me?
Mike stares him down.
I know what you are. That's why I'm not afraid.
Pennywise wraps a large tendril around Mike.
Well, I know what you are. A madman.
Pennywise begins to open his massive mouth before suddenly being hit in the face with a rock.
Hey, fuckface.
Pennywise throws Mike aside and stares back at Richie. Richie picks up another rock.
You want to play truth or dare? Here's the truth. You're a sloppy bitch. Yeah, that's right. Let's dance. Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Blam! Richie falls silent and Pennywise traps him in the dead lights. Richie's eyes go blank. Richie starts floating into the air as Pennywise channels the power of the deadlights through the back of his head. Eddie enters the cavern and sees Richie floating. Eddie holds up the wrought iron stake.
This kills monsters. If you believe it does. If you believe it does. If you believe it does.
Eddie pulls off his headlamp and steps towards Pennywise.
Beep, beep, motherfucker!
Eddie throws the stake like a spear. It flies through the air and stabs into Pennywise's open mouth. Richie drops to the ground as Pennywise coughs up molten sludge. Pennywise falls backwards, impaling himself on the large stones.
Holy shit!
Pennywise wheezes a bit before falling silent.
Rich! Oh, Rich, hey, Rich, wake up! Hey!
Rich gathers himself.
Yeah, there he is, buddy. Yeah, Reggie, listen. I think I got him, man. I think I killed it. I did. I think I killed it for real.
A large spike slams through Eddie's guts, splattering Richie with blood. Beverly screams.
Ready?
Richie.
Eddie is pulled through the air towards Pennywise.
No!
Ready?
Uh-oh.
Pennywise wipes through Eddie through the air before tossing him aside. The losers run for Eddie, dodging Pennywise where they can.
Eddie?
Eds.
Eddie groans as they roll him over.
Careful, be careful.
Eddie looks down at the hole in his chest. Pennywise has pulled himself free and is struggling to get into the chamber.
Come out and play, losers!
Richie pulls off his jacket.
He's hurt. He's hurt really bad. We've got to get him out of here.
How are we supposed to do that, Richie?
Ben finds a small passageway.
I almost killed it. The leopard, my hands around his throat, and I could feel him choking. I made him small. He seems so weak.
This clicks with Mike.
The Shopkeeper, all living things must abide by the laws of the shape they inhabit.
Guys, there's a passageway through here.
The tunnel. Pennywise has to make himself small to get through the entrance of the cavern, right? Okay, so if we can get back there, we can force him down to size.
Yeah.
Make him small. Small enough so we can kill him.
I can smell the stink of your fear.
Let's go. Go.
Come on. It's tight. Be careful.
They slip through the passage. The remaining losers come back in the main chamber. They can still see Pennywise struggling to reach out their old hiding spot.
I need a little rest.
The losers rest Eddie against a rock face.
Hey.
Hey, Richie. I gotta tell you something.
What? What's that, buddy?
I fucked your mother.
Eddie struggles to laugh.
Losers out!
The losers rush out, but Pennywise notices them. They hurry for the exit, but Pennywise blocks the path.
Gotcha.
Whoa!
You filthy little children.
Got a plan B, man? What the hell do we do now?
You die. That's what you do.
Mike?
There's more than one way to make someone small.
Oh.
Make him believe that he is.
What?
Make him believe that he is.
Oh? Me? Small? I am the eater of worlds.
Not to us, you're not. You're just a clown.
These words look like they hurt Pennywise's feelings. Pennywise roars in Beverly's face, but she steps forward.
You're a weak old woman.
The eater of worlds!
A headless boy.
Imposter!
You're a mimic. A mimic.
These words seem to be holding Pennywise at bay.
You're a fucking bully.
You're just a fucking clown.
Eater of worlds!
A clown. A dumb fucking clown.
Clown.
A leper!
You're a clown.
You're a clown.
Pennywise shrinks back.
You're a clown.
I'm not afraid of you anymore.
A motherfucking stupid mummy.
You're a clown.
Clown.
The losers all shout at Pennywise as he falls back into the stone structure.
Clown. Clown.
You're a clown.
Stupid mummy.
Clown.
Clown motherfucker.
They enter the stone and see Pennywise shrinking smaller and smaller by the minute.
Eater of worlds!
Pennywise flails at them pathetically.
Clown. Clown.
You're just a clown. Clown.
I am the Eater of worlds!
A clown.
Pennywise screams with a weak rage as the losers come closer and closer. Richie leaves Eddie's side to join them.
No one's afraid of you. No one's scared of you.
Richie comes in and rips one of Pennywise's arms completely off.
Clown.
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 Clown. Clown.
Pennywise is so small now, the weight of their words holding him down.
A clown. With a scared, beating heart.
The small Pennywise whimpers, reaches towards him. Pennywise snarls forward, but is too weak to follow through. Mike reaches his hand into Pennywise's tiny chest and pulls out its heart. Mike holds it in his hand and the other losers reach forward.
You're all grown up.
Pennywise chuckles as the losers bring their hands together, crushing its heart. Pennywise wheezes its last breath and the dead lights go out. The clown is finally dead. Its form starts to break apart and float away. The losers smile and come together.
Eddie. Eddie.
Richie reaches over to Eddie,
Eddie. We got Pennywise, man.
but Eddie
Eddie.
doesn't move. The cave around them
Eddie.
rumbles.
Richie.
He's gone.
Oh, he's just hurt. We gotta get him out of here. He's hurt. Ben, Billy, he's okay. We gotta get him out of here. Bev.
Richie.
What?
Honey, he's dead. We have to go. Come on. Come on, Richie.
Gotta go.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
They all have to pull Richie away as he hugs Eddie's lifeless body.
Got it.
The whole cave is collapsing around them.
We can still help him, guys. We can still help him.
Go. Get up.
Guys, we can still help him.
Eddie is left behind as the losers run from the floating darkness. They make their way through the tunnels and up towards the surface. Interior Nebold House, day. They rush through the collapsing house. Exterior Nebold House, moments later. The losers barely make it to the street before the entire house collapsing to rumble behind them.
Eddie, we've got to go back in there and get him. He's still in there.
The house falls in on itself.
Eddie.
Exterior Lake Day, the remaining losers come up to the cliffside. They step over the railing, stripping off their shoes. After a moment, they jump off the cliff onto the water below. The losers all sit in the water, washing themselves off. Richie pulls off his glasses, cleaning the blood off them.
You know what? Eddie would have hated this, guys.
What, cleaning ourselves in dirty water?
Yeah.
He'd be telling us we'd get streptococcal or something.
Yeah. But he would have made us laugh, though.
Oh, yeah.
You're looking out for him. But he always was. Ain't that right, Richie?
Richie has begun sobbing.
Hey.
They all gather around Richie, hugging him after a few moments.
Oh, thank you. I don't have my glasses on, so I don't know who you people are, but thank you.
They laugh.
Asshole.
I legit can't find my glasses.
Serious?
Are they around here somewhere?
They look around the water, trying to find them.
I can't see them.
Oh, I see them right there.
Where?
Look, right there. You just gotta, like...
Ben looks into the water and Beverly pushes him under with a smile.
Anybody having any luck?
Bill turns and sees he's alone. He dives back under, finding Richie's glasses. Beverly's still underwater, pulls Ben in close for a big kiss. Exterior Derry main drag day. The losers walk through the seemingly empty town. Beverly looks down at her hand. The large scar is not missing.
Hey, guys.
They took their own hands. Their scars are missing too.
Nothing lasts forever.
They look up at the store and see their young selves reflected back. All of them, even Eddie and Stan. Exterior, Derry main drag, 1989.
Go home like this, guys. My mom will kill me.
Dude, you've been gone for 24 straight hours. Your face is definitely on a milk carton by now. Also, that puke smells worse than your mom's slippers.
Oh, shut up, Richie.
Okay, first of all, my mom's slippers smell like potpourri, asshole. Dan.
Damn.
Dan.
Okay. No, they don't.
Yes, they do. And also, how would you know what they smell like in the first place?
Can we just keep it quiet, please, until we get home?
Potpourri is literally a French word meaning rotten pot.
There was something rotten about it.
The young losers walk off back to their lives. Interior Bill studied days later. Bill types away in a new book. His phone rings and he answers.
Mike.
Hey, I just thought I'd check up on you.
Interior Mike study intercut.
You know, just to see if you learned how to finish a book for once.
Interior Bill study intercut. Bill chuckles.
Just finished the first chapter. I think I know where I'm going this time.
Good.
Say, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why do you think we're not forgetting? Like, like last time.
Maybe because it's dead. Or maybe because we have more we want to remember than we want to forget.
I like that one. You decide what you want to do? About leaving Derry?
Man, I've been in the cell for 27 years. Just seeing what it wanted me to.
Mike looks down at the newspaper clipping about his family. Now the headline reads, 2 locals die in electric blaze.
I think it's time I saw the sky for a change.
Go get it, Mikey.
Oh, did you get the letter?
What letter?
You'll know when you see it.
Well, hold on, I just got the mail.
Bill rises and crosses to his desk looking through envelopes.
We all got one.
Bill finds a handwritten envelope.
Trisha Uris?
Just read it.
Okay.
You call me. Anytime.
I will.
Bill? I love you, man.
Love you too.
All right. See you around.
Interior Mike's study day. Mike finishes loading the rest of his things, closes a book called A History of Old Derry, and leaves. Interior Bill's study day. Bill opens the letter and reads. Dear losers, I know that this must seem like, but that isn't a suicide note. You're probably wondering why I did what I did. It's because I knew I was too scared to go back. And if we weren't together, if all of us alive weren't united, I knew we'd all die. So I made the only logical move. I took myself off the board. Did it work? Well, if you're reading this, you know the answer. Exterior Derry Bridge day. Richie steps out of his car and walks towards the bridge. I lived my whole life afraid. Afraid of what would come next. Afraid of what I might leave behind. Richie pops open his pocket knife and recarves the letters into the bridge he did all those years ago. Now we see it reads R plus E. Be who you want to be. Be proud. Exterior boat day. Ben and Beverly sit on the boat.
Sleep okay?
Yeah, I had a beautiful dream.
And if you find someone worth holding on to, never ever let them go. Exterior Derry day. Mike steps into his car. He pulls out his book and looks at the bookmark. It's the photos the losers took in the photo booth. Follow your path, whatever that takes you. Exterior Derry, 1989. The losers ride their bikes through the town, happy. Think of this letter as a promise.
A promise I'm asking you to make.
To me.
To each other.
An oath.
See, the thing about being a loser is you don't have anything to lose. So, exterior Derry day. Mike drives out of town.
Be true.
Be brave.
Stand.
Leave.
Don't ever forget.
We're losers. And we always will be. Fade to black. The end.
And that is it.
That's it.
So much for joining us on this one. I know it was a long one, but it was certainly long overdue to get to chapter 2. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.